What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com. DonkeyJawProjects.com. Not Donkey Jaw Entertainment, not Donkey Jaw Productions. It's DonkeyJawProjects.com. You definitely want to go to that website. There is a link in the description and all the links and sign up for the newsletter because you want to be around for what's coming. And I don't have any plans. I don't know what's coming. I'm not saying, but there's something good's coming. Something good's coming my way. Something good's coming your way. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna share some happy mail. We're gonna hang out with friends. We're gonna talk about one-page comics, and it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be fun. And what else are we gonna do? There's gonna be a giveaway, and we're gonna work on a one-page comic as well. It's gonna be a really cool, fun night. What's up, Gary? How you doing? Good to see you here. Now, I mean, this is the thing. Like, we, if you're here, if you're watching on the live, or if you're watching on the replay, however you're watching, um, we are pretty darn lucky. We're pretty darn fortunate. We're pretty darn blessed to be here. Like, I mean, it is astronomical the chances that we don't exist, that each one of us do not exist. You know, this world, like the chances that the right egg and all this stuff mixes together and the right circumstances, and it's like the stars have to align for each one of us to exist. We're all, I think, meant to be here for a purpose. I'm not trying to get all like religious, but I do think that I think if you're here, there's a good reason for it, and I think that's awesome. I think you guys are freaking awesome, and I'm just happy. I know good things are coming my way. I know good things are coming your way. Um, I talk about that with my buddy Fue all the time. Like, he introduced me to this idea of like living your badass life and stuff, and I'm all about it. I think we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun tonight, and let's get into it. We'll start off with some happy mail and talking to you fine people here who are watching. And I'm just really amped up tonight. Like, this isn't the normal Marsh because I'm just excited. I just think that a lot of things are good and are gonna be good, and it's gonna be fun. Again, I don't have any special specific plans. I just know I'm gonna work my butt off and enjoy the process the best I can. So here we go. We're gonna get them some happy mail. But first, what is up? I said hi to Gary, but hello again, sir. I'm glad to see you here. Harmless Horrors, hello. Welcome. And and of course, click the subscribe and like and all that. That stuff is really helpful. I really appreciate it if you do. If you don't, I still appreciate you anyways. That's so cool too. The fact that you're hanging out in the chat, the fact that you may comment, even if you don't. The lurkers, you're got much love for you too. Rob Hodges, preach complex. Yeah, man, thanks. Let's see. We got Chris here. Hello, Marsh. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming by. The chat keeps going by, and I click on the wrong things here. Morning, Marsh, unless it's evening. It's evening here, Dan, but it's morning where you're at in down under, right? You're in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, or either that or New Zealand. Yeah. So, anyways, that's awesome, and man, I want to visit. I definitely plan once my career here starts taking off, because it's gonna at some point. It's gonna, and you guys are gonna have a great time too. Because the thing is, this is what part of why I'm so excited. Like, comics and creativity. It doesn't even have to be comics, but comics and creativity. Like, the world has been absolutely changed by comics, and we have plenty of like vitriol and all this crazy stuff in comics and the art world and all that stuff, but guess what? Comics are freaking amazing, and they've changed this world, and they've changed this world for the good, and they're going to change this world for even more good, because we have an awesome, awesome, awesome community here We got, people like, Gary Hodges, who's here, Joshua Kimball. I mean, I don't want to like name all the names, but Sideburns, all the people who have contributed. Dede Willingham is here. What's up, Dede? Glad to see you here. Everybody who's in this community is awesome, and we all come from different walks of life, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's why, the thing is we have a positive community, and there's nothing but awesomeness that can come from this. And comics are such an awesome medium, and they've already shown us the potential they can have. I think we have even more potential with comics going on, and we can push it even further. And yeah, I just believe it's going to be awesome for me and for you guys. And again, it's not just comics, it's creativity. The thing is there's a lot of people creating destruction and all kinds of saying mean things and tearing people down. The thing that we do as artists, we create. That is, like, you cannot underestimate that. Like, some of the most positive, amazing things have come out of creativity and working on putting, whatever it is that you want to do, that you've been wanting to do, you've been itching to do for your whole life. Like, do it, because the world needs to see it. That vision is put in you for a reason, and it's important, and we all need to see it. And if you don't do it, you're depriving the world of your awesomeness, and we want to see your awesomeness. So yeah, Rob Hodge says, it is what it is, it was what it was, it will be what it will be. That's what's up. Yes, somebody's been listening to my album. Thank you, sir. um so let's see. Yes, evening, Dede, thank you for coming again. Let's see what else we got. iPad things you shouldn't have a man card. iPad things you shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dede, but I do not quite understand that. But I do have man cards, you know, and you should have some man cards from me soon, or now. It depends on if you've gone to your PO box. But you know, again, we're gonna get into some a giveaway, and I haven't decided exactly yet, but I think I'm gonna do a man card or some man cards. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do that? We're gonna do a giveaway tonight at some point, probably later on in the show. Let's see. I already did. You smashed that like button. Thanks. I really appreciate that. You guys rock. Let's see. Um, I'm making comics for my school. I just got the okay to sell them for $2 each. That's awesome. That is so cool. Man, getting comics into kids' hands is the greatest. Peter Samedi right now is doing the Halloween October thing. He gets so many awesome comics into kids' hands through that, and everybody who's involved with that. It's a really cool campaign. I probably honestly won't be contributing because right now I got to pay off debt. I got to get to a point where I am ready for success. But I always contribute to things like that. That's like I almost have an addiction to contributing to everybody's projects. I love it. I love getting the comics and reading them. But for right now, I got to take some time to kind of just pay everything. Make sure that when people commission me for a project, or when people, buy a comic of mine or buy something from me, like, I want that to go towards something productive that they will also get more things of in return. So I want to make sure I pay everything off, and I'm in a good position where that money can be more and more productive. So I really appreciate you guys just hanging out with me. That's the most important. But I think this is really cool, that you're making your comics for your school and stuff. So that is awesome. Another cool thing that Cartoonist Kayfabe started is this whole thing of like, taking like some of your doubles of your comics, or comics maybe you don't want, or maybe you buy extra comics specifically to put in those free library things that sometimes people have in their towns. I know I have two right nearby me, and I still haven't done it. I need to do it. I got plenty of comics I can give in there, and comics are freaking awesome. So we need to share it. People need to realize that comics, yes, comics are still being made. So yeah, Oba, Oberak from South Africa. Morning. What is up? Thank you for listening from South Africa. That's crazy. Who would have thought, like when I was a kid, in high school, checking out Image Comics and being like, I want to make comics for a living. Who would have thought the internet would even be a thing, for one? Who would have thought that, like, there would be this platform called YouTube that I could talk to people on? And who would have thought I would be talking to somebody from South Africa? And this isn't even the first time. I did a hip hop collaboration with a guy from South Africa, and it was freaking awesome. It's amazing. Like, we are really blessed in this world. It's insane. And I mean, the internet, with all the bad that comes with it, there's some pretty good stuff too. So, anyways, let's see. Dab, what's up? You fixed the webcam. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It worked today, but even if it didn't work, I found out that when I was on Frank's stream, I found out that I can get it going through Firefox if I need to. It works on Firefox. Right now I'm back on Chrome, so it's working. So, but I really, I'm glad that it's working and it's awesome. iPad put in Marsha instead of Marsh. iPad put in Marsh. I'm sorry. Dede, you're speaking in, I think you took some of those Hebrew lessons a little too seriously, because I'm not understanding what you're saying. Sorry. Hopefully I'll get it before the end of the show. Hi, Marsh and everybody. What's up, Janet? Thanks for coming by. So Janet made a man card for me, a robot man card for me on her last stream, and I cannot wait to get it. And I'm definitely going to share it when I get it and show you guys. It's really cool. And like I said, I got some man cards right here. These are going to be probably giveaways tonight. Let me know if you guys want that. So it's for your high school. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. What is up? Where the chat kind of, it's like it jumps. You think you're right there and then it jumps. What's up, Nathan? How's it going? Glad to see you here, man. Thanks for coming by. Glad Man Comics. Hey, everyone. What's up? And yeah, I think we're all caught up. Awesome. So, happy mail. Happy mail. Got some this week. This was from Dede. She was on her stream. I asked her one day, I'm like, when you're done cooking that grilled cheese for your daughter, can you show me some comics that you have in your comic collection? Because she was talking about her comic collection, and I think it's absolutely adorable that Dede has a comic book collection, and awesome. Dede is awesome for too many reasons. And she showed us, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'm like, oh yeah, I like Robert Kirkman. I'm just saying these things nonchalantly. She's like, oh, I'll send you that. Oh, I'll send you that. I'm not sending you this one. I like it, but I'll send you this one. So she sent me some comics. So this is Firepower, Robert Kirkman. I haven't read it. I just got it. Yesterday. Yeah. Just got it yesterday, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. I'm a fan of Robert Kirkman, and apparently I know this one is supposed to be like a TV show or a movie eventually. So that's cool too. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Then I'll know what the heck is going on in the TV show. So thank you, Dede. And here's another one that you said, Dede said was really cool. I don't know anything about this, but looks really cool. And I'm looking forward to checking it out. She said it's really good. So looking forward to that. All right. Also, happy mail sometimes comes in the form of purchases. And before I decided to pay off, make sure I'm like putting all my money towards debt right now. Before I decided to do that, I made a purchase. And now I kind of can't make any more purchases for a little while. I'm trying to be strict with that. We'll see how it goes. Because I have problems. Hence all the books all around me and comic books, So anyways, I went to Chris. All right, let's see. Chris Runciman. I think that's how he says it, or Runciman. Yeah. I went to his site. There was one comic, it's on the bottom of this stack that we're going to get into, but there was one comic I specifically was looking for, but I also, while I was there, grabbed a couple other comics, And he also just said, because I had to talk to him, because apparently through his website, for some reason, when I put my address in, it's like, we can't send to this address. I'm like, okay, I don't know why. It's an address. What's wrong with it? So, anyways, he couldn't send it to my address, and so I was like, dude, can we just do this like through PayPal, because I really want to get your book and stuff. And he's like, yeah, of course, and I'll send in some extra ones too. Like, that is so awesome. So you guys got to check out his YouTube channel, which I got to put in the link in the description. I did actually. Dede's channel is in the description as well, and that's going to stay in the description because Dede is she is my one and only mod so far. And if I have more mods eventually, then if I decide to add any more, then I'll put theirs in the description as well. But to thank you, Dede, for being of help, you get a link in the description always. So let's see. So I'm looking for let's go back to YouTube. Let me put in his name, because I want to put that in. Let's see, I gotta spell it right. But you got to check out his channel. He had his grandkids, I think, on the other day, and they were really cute. It was fun, and he was just like hanging out with. He was just making art, making sketch cards actually, and why isn't it coming out in? I'll have to find his. I don't know why. I forget. He probably has like a different name for his YouTube channel. If anybody knows what it is, let me know and I'll find it, and I'll put it in the thingy. But anyways, he does have a link in the description for one of his comics, that you can actually purchase. So I'm sure through that website you can find his YouTube as well. Actually, I could do that. Let me just do that, because I already got it open. Like, what the heck? What am I talking about, yo? So let's see. Here we go. There is a link to the YouTube. Yes, I'm smart. I've learned to be smart. Dede, I'm glad you're here, because you're going to be a big part of the show tonight. You don't realize it, but you're in a collaboration with me right now. I'm forcing this collaboration. You'll see, it's going to be fun. And if you don't want to take part, of course you don't have to. I'm not actually forcing anything. I don't do that. So let's see. I'm going to put the link in the thingy with the thingy. All right, here we go. We got Chris's YouTube. Definitely a really cool dude. And I can't type today. For some reason, my fingers are not hitting the right buttons. I'm actually kind of tired today. It's kind of funny that I got all this, like I'm talking with all this energy, but I'm just excited about life right now. And I just think that, I mean, if you don't wake up grateful every day, you need to start trying. Because there's so much to be grateful for, guys. Like, seriously. I mean, life sucks in a lot of ways. Life can suck. Believe me, I've been going through it myself a lot lately, to be honest. But at the same time, there's nothing more beautiful than life in some ways too. It's really amazing. So there's his link. I'm going to also throw it in the description real quick, so I don't forget. It's easy to do these things, really. It just takes a little bit of you guys having some awesome patience. That's all it takes. And me having some diligence, I guess. So there we go. Link is in the description as well now. So here we go back to the world of this chat. All right, let's see what else we got. We all make mistakes. This is true. Could be a misspelling of the address. Yeah, it's just weird how sometimes that happens. It's not the first time it's ever happened to me. Agree on the gratitude. Yes, Janet, you were talking about that. It was so funny when you were saying that because in your live stream, because you were like, you wouldn't know it, but I'm actually a very grateful person. And I'm like, it is kind of funny because you have such a fun humor. Like I love your humor. It reminds me of, some of my aunts and stuff, and same thing with Dede. Like when I watch you and Dede like on your live stream, I'm like, I just feel like I'm hanging out with like my super creative aunts who are just fun and cool, and it feels like family, and you guys are freaking awesome. You guys need to check out Janet. Janet, Dede goes on at 8:30 Mondays and Wednesdays, and Janet goes on 1 o'clock, usually around 1 o'clock on Mondays after like they take like a lunch break, and then after Dede's channel, and then Janet goes on, and they just have fun and make stuff, and talk and have fun, and they're creating man cards, so just in case anything too girly happens, we're safe, us guys who are watching. So I really appreciate that as well. And speaking of man cards, here is the man card himself, Mr. Frank Salazar Art Nation. What is up? Well, if it isn't my arch nemesis, true, but hey, at least we have respect and love for each other. Um, let's see. What else? I'm grateful for my friends. Me too. I'm grateful for all of you. You guys don't even know. Like you guys, like keep me sane. So you guys have definitely played a part in keeping me sane. Like there have been some very low points in my life in the last few years, and every time I come and do a live stream and see you guys in the chat talking to me and see the people who comment on my videos and say, "Oh my gosh, you've helped me so much." Like you really don't know how much that pulls me out of a bad mood and helps me to keep going and realizing maybe there is something worthwhile that I'm doing around here. So I really appreciate my friends here. I appreciate my real deal friends. I mean, I feel like you guys are my real deal friends. But I mean, what I mean is the ones that I talk to in real life, I keep saying real life, like you know what I mean, the ones that like I actually see in physical vicinities nearby me. Maybe that's an okay way to say it. I'm actually a nice guy. I don't believe it. No, just joking. I'm just stubborn. Hey, well, cool. Be stubborn. There has to be more stubbornness in the world sometimes. There also has to be more listening and forgiving and understanding. So it's all stubbornness is called for though at times. That's for sure. Um, you're freaking awesome your own self. Thank you, Janet. If you're talking to me, thank you. Uh, so let's see. Just sub to Janet. I almost thought you said you just subbed to me, which, hey, if you're late to the game, Frank, I would be surprised, but usually you're early to the game. Man cards are catching on. Yes, hopefully they're not catching on fire because I would like to keep my apartment. Let's see. My man card arch nemesis. Oh, there you go. Let's see. All the people produce awesome things. Yes. I mean, we're all getting better too. It's not like everything I produce isn't awesome. Once in a while I make something pretty cool though. So, anyways, this is some of the comics that Chris sent me. And a lot of them are anthologies that include other people and just, I don't know. I've read one of them so far, one of the comics, and that'll be the last one we show. He does these comic jams. So this is London Comic Jam. I don't know, like he lives in Canada, so I don't know how he does a London Comic Jam. Maybe he lived there for a while. I'm not sure. But again, it's just people making like one-page comics or a few-page comics, as far as I understand. Short story release 4. Again, more short stories, more 2, 3, 4-page comics or something. It's and he plays a lot with like mixed media and stuff, and just different techniques, and you know you know how like you got like I do sit here and try to do mixed media and all this kind of weird stuff. This is another guy who's into that, and I love him for it. Alphabet book, ABC. There's three of these, I think, and it goes through the letters of the alphabet, and there's like a comic for each one. And I can't wait to read it. I haven't read these yet. There's, like I said, there's three of them. I think they're really cool. And again, he's playing with different like. I'm going through these a little too fast. I apologize. I don't know why. But you know, he's going through the ABCs and he's doing different kinds of techniques and all that. So, and he's really got cool art, you know, and I dig it. I dig it. So, I mean, look at this stuff. Pretty neat. And it's also, this kind of stuff is so inspirational to me. Like you playing with different formats, different mediums, all that stuff. And here's the one we've been waiting for, the one-page comic Extravaganza. Like, this is cool. Now, one-page comics, like this idea of having one-page comics. What's up, Adam? I see you there. Thanks for coming by, sir. Um, so, there's actually a huge history of one-page comics in the world of comic books. Some of the earliest comics were one-page comics. You know, there's a history of one like full-page comics in newsprint. There, you know, Joshua's been talking about kind of doing some of the tricks that Frank King did. Frank King did Gasoline Alley, which is, I think it's always, I think, was it always a one-page comic? Adam can tell me. He knows more about this stuff than I do. Um, you know, I think he always did one-page comics, but if not, he definitely did some really interesting things with one-page comics. There is definitely, I mean, you think of Bill Watterson, he did huge, you know, one-page. I think they were one-pager where they gave like the whole fold open. I'm not 100% sure. I think they were one-page comics, but you know, it's just there's a big history of one-page comics. Little Nemo. I mean, I have books I can share with you to show you some of these things, but the problem is the book is as big as this desk, and I'm just not set up for that right now. So I have a few books that are like that, actually. Um, I'm tempted to go because there are some smaller books that show it. Let me see. Is it easy? Let me go look at the bookshelf because it's important to see the history of this stuff. I'll grab some stuff. Let's see. I know I got this. Here's another one. I think I shared some of this stuff already. But here's one. Crazy Cat. A lot of these are one-page comics, if not all of them. You know, this is like, you know, George Harriman. This is like one of the biggest, most important history pieces of comics. If you don't know Crazy Cat and George Harriman, then you need to go look it up, you know, because it's comic history. I mean, you don't need to do anything, but I would suggest it because it's very inspirational to see what came before, you know, and there's some tricks that came before that we don't even use to this day, and they're really cool tricks, you know. There's all kinds of things that are almost like lost awesomeness of comics and comics language, you know, when you look back and you know, beware when you look back into old comics like this, there's some social things that are not very PC these days. Not that I care that much about PC. I mean, I care about being sensitive and being good to people, but I think the PC stuff goes a little too far a lot of times. We need to like be real too. So some of these are just comic strips. Again, this is Crazy Cat, but he also has one-page comics. Like, look at this. This is cool. Like, it's just, you know, kind of, it's even numbered. It's just Crazy Cat like in the ocean flipping around and sleeping and doing all kinds of things. I don't know. I haven't read it, so but I mean, here we go. One-page comics. I mean, this stuff is, I don't know about you, but to me this stuff is super inspirational, you know. I mean, I'm not going to go through this whole book right now, but maybe one day we will. And I honestly, I need to read this book to learn more, because I bet I could get a lot from it. And I've talked about mini comics, doing mini comics as a way to get yourself to finally make your first comic. Well, one page comic is the same concept. Do a one page comic. It doesn't take that long. Last night I created one, and it's under all of this. And all I have to do is finish inking it, and then Dede, I think, is going to fully finish part of it, and then I have to do some stuff digitally. But yeah, I'm forcing Dede into a collaboration with me, and I wrote a comic that's written by her, but she doesn't know it yet. We'll see some stuff pretty soon. But anyways, so in here, there's a lot of things that are 1 or 2 pages, but I'm pretty sure there's some Frank King in here. This is an awesome book right here, like the Smithsonian Book of Comic Book, the Smithsonian Book of Comic Book Comics. And there's just a lot of awesome history in this. There's also another one that's the Smithsonian Collection of Newspaper Comics, which is awesome as well, which I have under a bunch of heavy books on the top of a shelf. So I'm not getting that one right now. But it's kind of by author. There's some Plastic Man. I mean, these aren't all one page comics, but I am trying to find a couple. Let's see. I know I'm almost 100% sure there's some Frank King. If not, you're just seeing some awesome goodness for free anyways. So Shazam, I mean, what's cooler than Shazam? Not much. Not much, my friend. Here's some Basil Wolverton. We showed this before, Powerhouse Pepper, but that's not a one-page comic. Yeah, we went through some of this recently. I know there's some George Harriman in here, though. I mean, some Frank King. Little Lulu, another cool comic. Another very historically relevant, important comic. Dang, there's a lot of it in here. Donald Duck, actually, you would be, if you don't know, like, it's another big part of comics. Donald Duck, Scrooge McDuck. Definitely worth digging into. This is Pogo. Another awesome, very much inspired many comic artists, Bill Watterson certainly being one of them. Oh man, I know there's Frank King in here. Come on. Let's see. Lots of Pogo. Sorry, I'm going through so fast, but The Spirit, Will Eisner, of course. Lots of inspiration here. You know what I should do is actually look in the table of contents. That would be the smart thing to do, right? Let's see. Maybe he isn't in this one. So the worst case scenario, yeah, Google Frank King, Google Gasoline Alley, you're going to find some cool stuff. There's a history of one-page comics, and this is not an example of it. So this is an example of it. Chris Runciman, I think that's how you say it. Awesome dude. And I've been wanting to grab this book for a while. And some more things about one-page comics before, my divorce and stuff, the event which shall not be named. It is what it is. People go through life. But before that, I was on track to start making one-page comics. That was going to be like my next thing that I introduced to everybody. Life happened for 2 or so years. Life really happened, and I didn't get to it. I almost finished one, but I kind of gave up on it because it was annoying to me. So, anyways, this is not really on one page. Like, I have to do one page right now. my big thing is writing what you know and learning how to write what you know, using that as a basis for making stuff. And that the page length is not the most important thing, but I do want to do small short comics, things that I can possibly submit to Alterna, things that I can just make my own anthology out of. Some of them might be one page, some of them might be two, three, four, five, six, whatever. But short stories. So this is one page comic extravaganza. The link is in the description if you want to check it out yourself. I think it's worth it. I read this whole thing. I love it. There's some really cool, fun, inventive stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I don't want to ruin it for you. But, and it's basically Christopher. He likes to be called Christopher. Christopher takes prompts, and this started, I think, from what I understand, this started during COVID, and he takes prompts from people on Instagram, just goofy ideas. Like this one, sometimes the prompt I think is in the title. I don't know for sure. I kind of wish there was some kind of index here that said what the prompt was for each comic. But either way, it's still cool. But I'm pretty sure like Hop Like a Bunny was like the prompt for this. And so it's just about this guy who's like down on his luck and he needs to learn how to hop and hop like a bunny and be like a bunny, and then he's in a bunny suit. And there's more to it, but I'm not going to show you I don't want to ruin everything, but there's some really cool things. And again, he's playing with a lot of different mediums. This one is really, there's actually two of these in here. This one is really fun. It's like Frankenstein's monster, but if he was like in kindergarten and he had a childlike mind and everything. And it's just, I'll never forget this comic. Like it had its effect. It's really cool. And it's just all these like kind of silly, goofy ideas. This one I love, the Sam the Private Eye. This is part one of, I think there's three of them in here. Sam the Private Eye, part one. In this episode, even a jaded private dick has feelings. And it's just, when you read it, you'll enjoy it. And it's just, and I took it in within 2 sittings because it was just so fun to read. I just really enjoyed it. And again, I'm not going to ruin it all. I'm just kind of flipping a little bit, but one page comics, Christopher Runciman. You got to check it out. Definitely worth the checkout. So let's check out the chat. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Chris says, I need to make time for my own things, but teaching is time consuming. Yeah, I can't imagine. I know it's like it follows you home. You got to grade papers. I mean, I've never been a teacher, but not in that capacity where I teach at a school. But I have a sister-in-law who is a teacher, and I've talked to her a lot about it because it's funny, like Dede has like a list of like, I think 3 or 5 things that she wanted to be when she grew up or something. And one, before I knew I wanted to be a comic creator for a living, I wanted to be a teacher. So I'm always interested in talking to teachers and learning. And I've been very much well impacted by teachers. Like I remember some very important teachers in my life. One of which I had in middle school, who was invited to my 16th birthday party and came. He's awesome, and so are so many other teachers that I've had in my life. So I'm a fan of teachers, and I know it's hard work and not usually rewarded as much as it should be. So yeah, props to you, Chris, for being a teacher and being awesome. Let's see. Maybe it's London and Canada, like Paris and Texas. All right, cool. London, Ontario. London and oh yeah, because we were talking about. Oh, is there a London in Canada? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know how the world works or geography. But yeah, I mean, I know London, is also in the UK and stuff, but I didn't know. I didn't know there was a London in Canada. But I mean, most of the names, of the towns in my state, they're either um, they're either Indian names or they're from the UK. So it's like we have, let's see, Windsor, Manchester. We have what do we have? We have Berlin. We also have like Bahrain or something like that. Like we have some like Middle Eastern stuff, and what do we have? I mean, the town, the you know, s- I can't think of words. The state is Connecticut, so that's a Indian name. Massachusetts is above us, Indian name. So it's just interesting, like how, like we don't have maybe any original names, like streets even and towns and stuff. Like maybe we probably do, but like most of them are from like Europe and stuff. So New London, actually, we have. So there you go. There's just so many. New Haven, everything's new. This, new that. So let's see. Christopher sent me some stuff too, but I haven't gotten them. I'm hoping that they didn't get lost in the mail. Yeah, it took a while for some reason for his stuff to come, even though I know he shipped them promptly. Um, Maybe I don't know why that is, but it took longer than I expected. Should I make a sci-fi comic or a spy comic? Yes. Let's see what else. I mean, seriously, make a sci-fi one-page comic and a spy one-page comic, and then make a sci-fi full issue comic and make a spy full issue comic. I mean, just make comics, man. I like both ideas. Gary says I'm definitely going to pick up some of Christopher's stuff this week. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, I fully endorse this one. I enjoyed it, and I'll be going back to it as I progress in my lifetime. uh, yeah. Frank says, "Do what's good for you. Live your best life, man." Let's see. And I'm more drawn to the spy comic. I've been writing the story for a while now. Awesome. Adam says, "Oh, nice. I have that same Crazy Cat book. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Crazy Cat is crazy awesome." Marshall, should I make a spy comic or a sci-fi comic? That was before I answered it, obviously. That's how I started mini comics. They're fun to make. I mean, if you already have the spy comic written, go with that. Finish it, bring it to completion, and then work on a sci-fi comic. Overrock, yeah, I was about to ask, do mini comics count if I construct it out of one page? Absolutely. I mean, I know I must have them within hand reach. Overrock, do me a favor and look for one page comic challenge on YouTube. I think my video will come up first, but a lot of people have done it since I talked about it. But I did the challenge twice, created the challenge and did the challenge twice. And it's an interesting way to make comics. And it's technically one page, even though it's more than one page. You'll see when you see it. But it's I tried it twice. I failed the first time, but I still finished the comic. And I have done it before that as well. And then the second time, because you know what it is? It's called the 1 hour comic challenge. It's not called the one page comic challenge. Sorry for that. Google or go on YouTube and type in 1 hour comic challenge. And you can make your first, if you've never made a comic, you can get your first comic out in 1 hour, or maybe a little bit more if you fail at it, but then you could try it again and succeed at it. And you could technically make many of these 1 hour comics. There's a guy named Dave Hingley who did it, and he has made so many 1 hour / one page comics since then. It's insane. and other comics. Starting off with the simplest thing in the world is a great way to go. Those Smithsonian books collections are great. Yeah, they really are. I love them. Harmless, if you're, oh, he's talking to Harmless. Okay, cool, cool. Frank King might be in the comic strip collection book. Very well. That's probably what I was thinking, but again, it's under a bunch of books. So let's see. That is cool cover on Christopher's one page. Yeah, it's pretty cool because he also put like all these like little notes, like right here it says like draw a better picture of yourself, check spelling, like they're like, and then I think on the back there's, oh no, right here it says don't forget to erase your notes. So it's a lot of this book is humor stuff. Some of it's some stuff that kind of makes you think. It's all different kind of stuff, but it's a fun cover for sure. Why does the name Frank King ring a bell? Because Joshua Kimball was talking about using his technique in one of his recent pages. That's probably why. And I'm kind of jealous that he did because I've always wanted to do that same thing that he was talking about doing. And it's not the comic guy Frank King. I heard that name before comics. Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's another famous guy. I don't know. Life getting in the way. All right. Let's see. Proper Comics. Thanks for coming by. How you doing? Let's see. She spins. What's up? Give me the cash. Hola, hola. Um, she spins won the last um, giveaway, and apparently she's back for more because we're going to be doing at least one giveaway today. I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys are interested in some man cards or a man card because we're going to probably give at least one away later in the show. But yes, yes, yes. Let's see. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry, but I've heard that one before. Yes, there is a London in Canada. That's where Christopher is. Okay, cool. Gotta run. Church time. Have fun, sir. Catch you on the replay, maybe. Or my guess is you're gonna be watching like on the chat even when you're in church, which shame on you. Just messing around. Nathan, we have a lot of Indian names for towns like Chicopee. Yes. Yep, that is for sure. That's in Massachusetts. Let's see. Same in Mexico. Spain has the same city names in a lot of cases. Okay, interesting. I mean, maybe it's everywhere like that. I don't know. I learned about mini comics from your channel, saw the attempts. I can't really draw, but mini comics are a great way to hone my storytelling skills. Absolutely. And even if you can't draw, I know writers who have made comics with whatever skills they have, even with sticks figures and stuff. And I think um, it's a really cool thing to try, even if it's like, you know, even if you can't draw, like I think it helps you to learn some really interesting lessons about storytelling, about if you want to be a writer, it helps you to write better because you start to learn what it's like to draw a comic and some of the different considerations that you might think of. Definitely worthwhile. And Dede has said in the past that she doesn't make comics, but she's going to find out tonight that maybe that's not the case. Um, and plus, she made a Barbie comic, man card. She made a Barbie comic. And anytime you do a zine, she's made zines. Those are basically comics. Um, and what else? What else? I think that Dede, maybe you should try the 1 hour comic challenge one time. I think that would be a cool, fun video. And I think you'll be surprised. Well, you're pretty cool person, so maybe you won't have such a tough time. But you might be surprised at how stressful it actually is. It's very stressful. I know. I know. So let's see. Linda's mixed up mess. I love that name because I am a mixed up mess so many times, Linda. Oh my gosh. Thanks for coming by. Hello, New Year. You showed up on my home. Cool. Glad to see you here. Let's see. Let's see. Afternoon, everyone. What's up? M. I'm just gonna call you M. Need to log off for work tomorrow, technically today. Until next time, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Very awesome to have you. I'm just passing the time while I weave in ends on teddy bear ponchos. Cool. Well, you are definitely a practicer of what you preach from your name, She Spins, or your avatar. Someone else can win tonight. Well, you know, there's no reason why you can't win again if you don't want to, but hey, do your thing. Live your best life. Hanif, thanks for coming by. What's up? Glad to see you here. All right. All right. So now what? Now what, Dede? Are you nervous? Are you nervous, Dede? I don't know. Like, I'm always talking about Dede. I'm sorry, people. I love everyone here. I think you guys are all awesome. Um, and I'm sure things like this will happen with other people as well. But right now, I have to talk to Dede about some things. So it's like that thing where you like pretend you're going to show something and then you don't. Um, so on Dede's last episode, they were talking about all kinds of things. They always talk about all kinds of things on Dede's episodes, and they're always fun and enjoyable, and it's great. But there were some things that were talked about that I felt needed the comic book treatment. There was a certain something that she said that I can't get out of my head. And because of that, I don't want to get it out of my head. In fact, I want it to be written across my forehead. No, I'm just joking. But I would love to, I want to keep it in mind all the time because I think it's awesome. And I've probably already spoiled it for Dede and possibly some of her friends here who were in that very episode chatting away. But I'm going to kind of keep it a secret. I mean, you guys will kind of read it and stuff here. Maybe you'll see it before I kind of get into it. But I made a one-page comic based on Dede's live stream. And in that live stream, they were also talking about some other things too. So it's a very simple comic, very much inspired by the one-page comic Extravaganza that I hold in my greedy little fingers right here. And so I made it. I did it. And tonight I'm going to ink it, and then I'm going to cut it up and send it to Dede if she is willing to partake in this collaboration that I am forcing her into. And then I can tell people that Dede has made comics. So that being said, I guess I'll reveal it because I have to ink it. I can't ink it through this, you know? So it's going to be a spoiler. I mean, I can't help it, but it's not the most amazingly drawn thing either. And it might come out horrible. I don't even know, you know? But we're going to make something, and who cares if it's horrible? We're just going to make it. We are going to make it. So, and we're going to get our duty do's on, or whatever it was that Josh was talking about the other day. So something that's kind of cool about the way I have this laid out here, you guys, if you pay attention to Alterna stuff at all, you know this guy named Frankie B. Washington, and he is a really cool illustrator. He likes to draw kaiju stuff. And really cool dude. I met him at a convention recently, and he showed me his portfolio. He was nervous to hand it over because he heard about somebody who actually, you know, had their portfolio out on the table, and somebody literally snatched it and ran away with it, which is insane and horrible. Whoever that is needs to be like taken care of by some kind of authority. But that being said, he had some amazing stuff in his in his portfolio, and I am just blown away, almost pretty much as blown away as I was when I was looking at Nathan's sketchbook. Um, and so one thing that I thought was really interesting was he didn't do the full 11 by 17 comic page when he did with the pages of comics he had in his portfolio. He does it like this. He takes the 11 by 17, puts it in half, and he has a certain specific measurement that he uses. I didn't use that measurement, even though he did share it with me, because I'm lazy. What I did was I took a comic book and I just traced around it. So this is actual comic book size. It might not work so great with printing, but I kind of don't care. I'm going to print it and it's going to be awesome. And I don't care. So, and I think I'm going to do more one-page comics like this. Now, in the past, I've made mini comics and I have made them on smaller sizes. Not this particular size, but I've made them even smaller than this. But of course, the mini comics are smaller. So reducing the size down makes sense. You know, it still works. But, you know, I like to steal everybody's ideas and do them myself. So, like Dede said, steal like an artist. So that's what I do. That's what I'm doing here. I'm doing what Frank did. Or wait, Frank? No, I'm doing what Frankie B. Washington did. There's too many Franks in my life. Anyways, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. And this right here is the header. Now, there's something that Dede does very well that I think will be awesome if she would like to contribute to this comic. First of all, this comic is technically written by Dede. Well, no, it's written by me, but I like to say it's written by Dede, even though she didn't even know about this. I did this last night. Actually, I did hint to her about it, but I didn't say anything about it being a collaboration or anything. But technically, this is kind of written by Dede in a roundabout, weird way through myself, I guess. But also, Dede is really good at hand lettering and words and stuff like that. And I think that Dede would do awesome at this top part, doing the title. I kind of put the words in my own funny, just with pencil. It doesn't have to be the way I put it in. You guys can't even see it because the freaking light blows it out. But here, let me get my thingy out so I can adjust things as needed. Let's see if we can get the brightness down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I go through this every time. I should like learn all the specs or save all the specs and like have it, because you can save the profile or something. Auto white balance. I don't know. Dede was doing this in her stream too, but I don't know. We're gonna you'll see it as I ink it, and I'm gonna hand letter these. I mean, I was thinking about having Dede hand letter them because I don't know. Let me know. I'll ink the rest of it. Let me know, Dede, if you want to try hand lettering the words. You know, it's not super easy, but you have experience. And for me, I'm just going to do the best I can and hopefully it comes out good. And then after all this is done, Dede, you can keep the page. I think it would be cool if you keep the page. It's a gift to you. But I would like you to please scan it for me when you're done with whatever you do. And then I'll finish it digitally, like with some color and stuff like that. Let me know if you'd like to be part of that collaboration that I'm forcing you into. If not, I'll just finish it myself, you know, but I think it'll be fun if you do it. So I'll get started. But let me know if you want to hand letter the balloons. If not, I'll do that part and you can just do this top part. It's up to you. Or I'll do it all. It doesn't matter. But we're going to ink this tonight. And we're going to have some fun chatting. I mean, you guys got to give me some ideas for chat because what I just told you is everything. That's all I had, you know. So we're going to ink and have fun, and we're going to do a giveaway later on. So I'm going to take a sip of water. Dede says she will do the title. Awesome. I think that will be so fun. I hope you don't feel like I'm imposing on you. I think it's just fun. It's not that serious. It's just fun. And, we'll know how unserious it is when you see how badly I draw this particular animal that is in this comic. So, let's see. Since I guess I'm going to be doing the lettering, which is fine, I think I'll start with the lettering and figure it out from there. I probably should rule out this one a little bit or I might just wing it because that's what we do is we wing things around here. I'm going to wing it. I can always fix it later. All right, so here we go. And I'll narrate it for you guys as we go. But if you have anything you want to talk about, let me know what you guys are doing. What are you up to today? Are you working on projects? This is not like Mr. Professional Hand Letterer. I do not know what I'm doing when it comes to lettering, not like a professional does. But I do it sometimes just because, Frank King didn't know what the standards should be probably, these guys were making up the standards as they went of how to do this stuff. So, I'm going to make it up because that's what I like doing. And it's hard to get the measurements right. Like, you got to kind of pay attention. Like, what the heck am I doing? Joshua Kimball, what is up? Thanks for coming by. If you weren't listening to the beginning of the stream, Josh, I don't know. I think you might enjoy it. If anybody wasn't listening to the beginning of the stream, I'd say go back because I'm just like feeling it today. We're going to have some fun here tonight. So let's see. I'll talk about, I guess, the process a little bit, all that boring stuff. And so hand lettering, I don't know. Josh is in the building. Josh, what is the rules of hand lettering? If there's anybody who knows, I have an Ames guide, like a little mini one, I think. I have no clue how to use it. I don't even want to try, to be honest, but maybe one day I will. So, you got to do it with confidence. One thing with comic book lettering is it's typically all caps. I know that. I mean, I've lettered a number of my comics. Another thing is the eyes. You don't put the little, whatever you call them, the top and the bottom parts on the eyes. That's kind of again, rules are meant to be broken. I don't know if this is hard and fast rules, but typically what you see is people don't do that with the eyes. There's words that get emphasis. They're kind of more in bold. I don't know if I'm going to get to that tonight or not. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do finishing touches later and do that. So here we go. In this comic that is written unbeknownst to Dede is written by Dede, sort of, and art done by me. This is called, and Dede will definitely get what the punchline is when I say this, probably. Words of Inspiration by Dede Willingham, art by Marshall Lee. So that's what the title will say. But it's written here, Dede. You can erase this and arrange it however you want, make it look however you want. I think it'll be fun. All right, so ho-hum. I already made a mistake. That's all right. I'll fix it later. Ho-hum. I just don't feel inspired to draw today. 2 mistakes. I should read these before I did. I thought I looked at this earlier, but yeah, that's all right. I can fix that. It's not really a big deal. I can do it digitally. Um, or I could also do like pay stubs and stuff. It's no big deal. That's the thing. Like people get nervous about this stuff, and it's like there's pay stubs, there's whiteout, there's all kinds of things. So, all right. So ho hum. I just don't feel inspired to draw today. And don't worry, Josh. I will get my doo-doo in. I just haven't felt inspired to do it yet. And honestly, now I'm like a little bit self-conscious about it. It's like, how did I do that again before? It used to be so natural, and now I'm second guessing my doo-doo. uh, and then Josh had the variation of da 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 da's or something, which is awesome. So yeah, let me know what you guys are working on today, and we're gonna get into some discussion. We'll get into some topics. I don't know what yet, but it'll be awesome. I mean, gratefulness. We were talking about that earlier today. Like, I mean, there is so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful for Josh right now, actually. If you go on his channel, check out his channel, check out his books. He's gone through the ringer in his lifetime with some tough stuff. A lot of us have, but some of the things that he's gone through, I've never had to deal with, and I don't know what it's like to have dealt with that kind of stuff. And same, I'm sure for him and me, probably he doesn't know how I felt about certain things. What it is to be human. Um, but I can empathize. I can also relate with some of it because there is some aspects that I have experienced, and I am grateful for Josh. Because he is awesome, and we get to experience his awesomeness because he worked through his problems and is still fighting that fight when he needs to. And I really appreciate that. The fact that he was born is a blessing. The fact that he's still alive is a blessing. And I feel that way about all you guys. And Dede shared on her stream last week on Monday, and she's got another one tomorrow, so that'll be fun. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link is in the description. Dede shared a story about how she almost got killed in a car accident many years ago, you know? And, the way she described it, like, she definitely had somebody looking out for her, you know? Um, Go to her last live stream to hear more about it. So I am grateful for Dede. If it wasn't for Dede, I wouldn't be doing this right now the way that I'm doing it. Like this stream, I wouldn't have made these man cards. I mean, my life would be less rich if Dede wasn't around. And I'm 100%. I'm not, this isn't just like, oh, happy fun time. Let's be nice to everybody. Like, I'm serious. The encouragement that I've gotten from the support from Dede and from all of you these last this last month has been game changing. Um, I have been lonely lately. I have gone through some depression. When I come and hang out with you guys, it's a bright spot in my day. And right now, I think I'm headed for some really awesome stuff in life. I think I'm going to be in a period of really cool, fun, great stuff. And less depression and stuff. I really am confident that things are going to be awesome for me, and I think they will for you guys too. Um, and I'm excited. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm excited. I'm trusting God. I'm loving God. I'm loving you guys. And I'm happy. In a lot of ways, I am happy, and I have a lot to be grateful for. And it's not easy to be grateful all the time. It is absolutely not easy to be grateful all the time. So if you're in a bad mood and you're listening to this and you're like, I hate happy people, because I definitely get in those moods sometimes. I feel you. I feel you. It's sometimes you're just in that mood. So we got ho hum. And I go again, I'll fix whatever's messed up because this word balloon is so screwed up, it's insane. Ho hum, I just don't feel inspired to draw today. Next panel, maybe I don't know why I did it some weird accent. Maybe a little social media scroll will help. Nope. Well, maybe a book. And we got more to say. So here we go. Let me check the chat real quick before we go to the second layer. Oh, there it is. There it is, Joshua. It comes. It comes naturally to me. Let's see. Where are we at here? Oh, yeah, we got a lot to catch up on. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay. We got a lot to catch up on. All right, let's go. Barbie comics were published in Mexico using photos like ones Dede used in the zine. They were fun. Yes. That sounds awesome. You know what I need to do? We need to make a G.I. Joe comic. I don't have enough toys. I wish I had toys. But remember those G.I. Joe commercials? Like, I wish I was having as much fun as they were in those G.I. Joe commercials and all the other commercials. They had things set up. It looked like a real G.I. Joe world. And they were going through these little streams, and there was helicopters, and they had every GI Joe, and I just had like two or three. But I'm grateful for those two or three I had. So going into full screen mode so I can see what you're doing. Yeah, I'm sorry. To be honest, doing these streams, it's tough to get the lighting right. Dede knows. I know that, and a lot of you people who do these streams, you know how it is. But that's why it's kind of fun to do inking on these, because you get to see how things come out as I do it and how much mistakes I make as I do it. So Hanif, yes, just in time. I'm practicing my female anatomy on my sketchbook. All right, sounds good. I mean, I need to practice that. That's for sure. And I like to practice that. That's for sure. Sorry, but there's a reason why I have these man cards. The other comic guy. Thank you for the scream the scream stream the stream chat super chat. What is this thing called? John Wayne Mancard Pilgrim said in the Duke's voice. All right. Yeah. What do you guys think about continuing to do man cards? Because this is my thoughts. I'll put it out to you guys. You can tell me what you guys think. And I mentioned this to Frank actually. And I'm not hard and set. Like, I'll make more man cards. And once again, thank you for the super chat. That is awesome. I really appreciate the support. But I was thinking the reason I was doing man cards is because Dede, I came onto Dede's channel. She was talking about Barbies and fabric, and I'm like, am I going to lose my man card for this? In the chat, I said this. Am I going to lose my man card for this? And she laughed, that awesome Dede laugh that we all know and love. She was laughing and she couldn't get enough of that. And every time I said something having to do with the man card and she got into it. It was just like this kind of inside joke that everybody heard because it wasn't that inside. It was broadcast out to the world. But and it just became this thing that we kept talking about. And then one day, I think it was on the weekend stream you did with your daughter, Dede did with her daughter, and Frank was on there too. And every time a guy comes on, she talks about the man card thing, and Frank was like, "Oh, we should make man cards, Marsh." And I'm like, "Yeah, we totally should." And so Frank and I got into making these man cards. Um, but the thing is I'm like sitting here and I'm making all these man cards, and I made two for Dede and sent them to her. And that was kind of the point of it. Like, I didn't necessarily mean to just continually for the rest of my life make man cards. Now I enjoy making these. These are fun, and it's fun getting suggestions from you guys. But I was thinking maybe I'll just turn it into monster cards or something else, or just cards, or I don't know. But like, if you, I can sometimes do these and sometimes do other cards. But let me know. Do you want me to continue with the man cards, or will I guess we try different things, but just let me know if you want more man cards, because I don't know. It is fun, but it was also just meant to be kind of a fun, jokey thing. And then I figured at some point we would make one and send it to Dede, or she would make her own or something, and that's how it played out. Um, so yeah, let me know what you think about that. I want a lettering guide, Dede. Yeah, I would love to learn more about lettering from Dede, or if she wants an actual like Ames lettering guide. I don't know. Janet actually can letter. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. We did get to this part. Dede is going to do the title of this because I'm forcing her slash asking her politely. Harmless horrors. I'm gonna get to work on a few comics, starting with horror. Gotta go. Oh, now you're doing horror. Okay, cool. I love horror. I'm gonna do some horror myself. When I was younger, when I was younger, I was talking to my stepfather at the time, and I don't know what it was, but we were talking about like different kind of movies or different books or something. And I said something like horror or something to him, and he got mad at me. He's like, "You can't, don't say that. That's a bad word." And I'm like, "What? Horror is a bad word?" He's like, "Don't say that." I'm like, "But it's just a kind of movie." I thought, like, I felt bad. I'm like, "What?" And then I guess we figured out that I was saying horror, but it seemed like he was still mad at me. I didn't really get that. I was always kind of confused by that. But yeah, I guess I say horror and it sounds like something else. So, anyways, that's just a little tangential thing. That's one thing, is like it's fun to hear people's stories. Like sometimes people are wondering, like, what should I talk about here on the stream? You guys let me know if there's anything you want, any questions. And I think that is fun. Like, let me know if there's any questions and stuff, or if you want me to talk about any topic. But that being said, I love hearing about people's stories, about people's lives. I mean, you don't have to get into like details that you wouldn't share, of course. Be selective of what you share. But Josh and Dede, sometimes I hear you guys, ask like, what do you guys, if you guys want me to talk about? And same with me, I do the same thing. And this is what I would like you guys to talk about. And that's why I was asking when I was on Dede's chat and she had her daughter on, I kept asking questions about like, what is a fun story between you and your mom, and like, just fun stories from life. Like, that's always interesting. So anyways, I mean, I don't know if I have a lot, but I guess I do. Everybody does, right? Let's see. Hanging out, working on comics, and listening to your stream. Yes, we got to some of these and didn't get to others. So let's see. I'm decorating an envelope for some guy who lives in Connecticut. Ah, nice. I can't wait to get that Robot Man card, Janet. It's gonna be fun. It looks so awesome. I'm actually making a Barbie pirate comic for Talk Like a Pirate Day on Friday. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Man cards. One page. Arg. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right. The Magical Touch Studio. Hi, Marsh and chat. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out. Let's see. I'm painting characters for a deadline tomorrow. Uh-oh. I hope you can get to it. Are you going to be able to finish it today? Let us know. Um, I think the best way to do it is to use a typeface as a guide. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. I should have printed it out. I first saw that when Kevin Cross was doing that for his Monkey Mod and Friends show comic, which I one of these days I'll show you the Kevin Cross Monkey Mod mini comic that I have, and I'll brag about it because I know not everybody has it, and I have it. I remember when I bought it, it was one of the last two available on his site or something, and I was really happy to be able to get one. I need to go. Time to watch the videos of my students for their oral production grades. Okay. Thanks for being a teacher and being awesome. And thanks for coming on the show or chatting with us, hanging out with us. That's the quick cheat method. Yes. And I think it's a great method. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm going to, cheat by not doing a good job. Do custom in Illustrator, then Lightbox that sucker. Totally. Barbara Clark, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. The Monday morning gang, yes. Hanging out on Tuesday evening. I got to get my days straight. Thank you, all you fibs who are hanging out with me. I'm so happy to see some fibs in here. If you guys don't know, fibs are Dede's people in her community called Friends in the Box. You guys could be called Friends in the Box too. So, but yeah, that's kind of her thing. I don't want to steal her thing. I've already stole enough of her things. Adam Lohr says, for I's in comics, there are generally bars if it is the word I and at the start of a sentence. Oh, is it? Is that true? I don't know. I just go with the none of the bars, but I'm probably doing it wrong. Cool, a collab, yes. Dede, inspiration is in your. Dede, you're spoiling it. Oh no, sorry to psych you out. Yeah. Well, I got to the doo-doo-doos. I'll get to them again. Looking through some comics I got and organizing today. All right, awesome. Awesome. I'm looking forward to getting your comic in the mail as well. I can't wait. I actually got a message from Indie Planet slash whatever that place is called. And they said they were having a problem with my address. Again, a problem with my address for some reason. So I needed to just give them more details, and I did. So I should be here soon, I guess. Thanks, Marsh. I'm with you. Definitely appreciate and love your streams. Yeah, man. It's nothing but love and inspiration circling around the community, I think. Thanks, Marsh. Very kind. It's from the heart. I agree, Marsh. I'm glad you do. CB, what's up? And I enjoy live streaming for the same reason, Marsh. Yeah, yeah. And I need to check your channel more often because you always live stream when I'm sleeping. And I want to see more. I want to see more. I need more CB in my life. I enjoy listening and looking at your streams. So if you're not doing them, do them, please. And if you are, then I'm an idiot who needs to go and look at more of your streams. Not an idiot. I don't like saying the word idiot, actually. I'm glad you're here, Marsh. It was Dede and Janet talking about you on Janet's stream that brought me to your channel. I'm glad to be here. Awesome. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad you're here as well. The other comic guy. Oh, that's awesome, Dede. Our Talk Like a Pirate Day was my mom's fave. Yeah. I don't know much about that day, but I'm learning, and I think it's cool too. Dede and Janet have great channels. They are funny and very nice people. I agree. I agree. I don't have a lot of GI Joes, but I could help you with Star Wars or He-Man figures. We should do, Nathan. We should do a Star Wars or just a toy comic. That would be a fun project for you and I to do together, since we live near each other. and you know, we could make them. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to talk. That sounds like a lot of work, though, Dede. Isn't it a lot of work? Like you gotta create props and set things up. Sounds like fun though too. Sounds like a freaking blast. If you wanted to make comics about them, yeah, that would be neat, man. Interesting idea. It might have run its course. I will use them to throw down the needed when needed, but monsters would be great, Marsh. Yeah, as far as like drawing them, it might have run its course, but I think the joke needs to last for long times because I think it's fun. Um, Doing monster cards for October would be fun. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do Inktober and just do monster cards. Or yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we. I think I might end up doing Inktober though. We'll see though. That's so nice, Nathan. Thanks. Yeah, Nathan is a nice guy, and so is your channel. The other comic guy, I was thinking the man cards are a filler, an in between projects thing. I like your Lizard Brain Webtoons comic. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, in some ways they are, I guess, a filler. The thing is I'm making comics, but I'm not in the drawing stage, except for tonight. I am in the drawing stage if I could ever get to it. No, I'm just joking. But sorry, I guess I'm a little giddy for some reason today. But so they are kind of, I guess you could call them filler. I don't like to call them filler though, but I guess you could call them filler. And I'm not, don't think I'm like offended. I don't care. But uh, it's you know, some of the things I'm working on with comics are just not visual yet, and I'm still figuring it out. But I'm probably going to be doing a lot more short comics like this one right here that I have lined out. That's going to become something. I don't know what. I have another idea too that I came up with this weekend that I really want to do, and I think it's going to be fun. I'm still writing it, and it's a one-page comic, probably, possibly a two-page comic. But we'll see. I'd rather keep it to one. Sakura-san, hello. Thank you for coming by. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful that you're here, Sakura. Sakura? I think it's Sakura. I don't know. You're named after some of my favorite pens. Um, or maybe you're not probably named after, but you have the same name. Have you made a zombie comic? No. I've drawn zombies a couple times so far in my life. One time I wanted to draw zombies, so I went and looked for reference of like dead people, and I will never do that again. I might be scarred for life. Um, if I'm gonna draw zombies, I'm using reference of already drawn zombies. Sorry, but no life drawing there. I'm not. It's not that I can't handle it, but I just don't. I mean, I'll look at like Walking Dead for reference. That's still okay, kind of. But I'm not a fan of looking at gross stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll do a zombie comic one day. Actually, I have an idea. A lot of my zombie ideas, story ideas, are like a way different take on zombies, but it's still kind of zombies that I think will be fun. So maybe I'll do that. Be right back. Awesome. Cool, man. One of my Kens is going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, I love that. I love that. Dede, let me know. I'm just curious. Did you happen to go to the post office yet? Will we be seeing this happy mail tomorrow? If not, it's no problem. We can wait till next week. We can wait till whenever. But I'm looking forward to it. So I'm curious. And yes, I just spent all day making a pirate costume. Oh, so it does take a long time. Glad you're not offended. I still love them. Yes, for sure, absolutely. All right, let's get back to work, guys and gals. All right, so Dede, you're mentioned in this. You're actually in this comic too. So I can't really write at the bottom like the works presented here are not meant to be anybody because, well, they are. They actually are. And that being said, this is just for fun, but I was thinking like eventually it'll be printed in a, an anthology of sorts that I make or something, because why not? It's fun. But since your name is in there, and since you are now part of this collaboration against your will, um, I will not do that if you're not comfortable with that. Just saying. And that is okay with me. Although I kind of screwed that whole vibe when I'm just coming on here publicly and introducing something like that. Sorry. Sometimes I do things that are a little out of bounds, maybe. I don't know. But I think I'm safe. I think I'm okay with that one. I'm doing before without asking permission first. Sometimes a good thing to do, but sometimes not. All right, so we got ho hum. I just don't feel inspired to draw today. Maybe a little social media scroll will help. That's what I always do. I don't know about you guys. Nope. Well, maybe a book. How about a book? Not working. Ooh, Dede's live on you on VidTube. I didn't change your name, Dede, but I changed YouTube's name. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And now to the finale. And then, there's still some, you can kind of see the drawings and stuff, but oh, look, I made an eye with bars by accident. I'm going to have to change that because all my other eyes don't have bars. So that is look at this. Don't worry about mistakes. There's white gel pens. There's whiteout. There's computers. There's paste ups. Like, don't get so worried, guys. So here we go. The whole point of this whole thing. I don't even know if I'm spelling inspiration right, and I also don't know if it's going to fit. Yeah, this is going to be one. That's going to be one I fix. That whole word. That's all right. I'm living on the edge, guys. I'm living on the edge. And I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. So here we go. Ho hum, I just don't feel inspired to draw today. Maybe a little social media scroll will help. Nope. Well, maybe a book. Not working. Ooh, Dede's live on VidTube. Inspiration is in your butt. Yes, that is like my favorite quote right now that Dede said, that anybody has said. I want it on a mug. I also actually plan to do more with this, Dede. Like this last panel, I want to turn that into an actual a different like illustration that's kind of the same thing but different. And I want to see this on a shirt or a mug or both. And I don't know. We'll have to talk. But I definitely want this to be in my life as a reminder in a coffee cup or something. Because I think this is one of the most amazing quotes and funny quotes at the same time. So is anybody offended yet? Inspiration is in your butt. Does anybody get the point of it? She did go on to say more, and I was going to put that in this comic, but it didn't really fit. And I thought it would just be so much more funny just to make it say, inspiration is in your butt. So let me know in the chat if you know why she said inspiration is in your butt. If Dede hasn't already blurted it out already. So now we get to draw the comic. we're gonna do this before the end of the night. It's gonna be finished. The only thing, you know what? I might cut this down now because I just wanted to show you that whole thing with Frankie B. Washington and how he does his comics. But I think I'm gonna cut this down so that I can move it around better and do the inking better. So I'll do that. I'll check the chat again, and then we'll get into drawing the actual images. And I might take a couple bites of my food because I'm a little bit hungry. I need to put lights on to do this. I have no lights on. I need a be right back thing like Dede has. Oh, I changed my studio all around too, guys. I'll have to, maybe I'll, do I feel like moving the camera around? I don't know if I feel like moving the camera around because then I have to reattach it. It's not that hard though. Maybe I will. Do you guys want to see the studio, the newest setup? It looks like crap, but it's something. And again, for anybody just tuning in, there will be a giveaway for a man card or maybe more than one man card tonight. So stay tuned. Chewing, chewing. I also keep forgetting, but I've seen people draw like on book pages and stuff before, and I've never done it. Or maybe I've done it once, but I want to do it more. So outside of sketch cards, I kind of would like to start doing some of these too. I think they'd be fun. Or make comics in it. Because why not? A story within a story. All right. Take a sip, check the chat. Get back to drawing. And you know what? The reason why this exists is because I knew that inspiration was in my butt. So I better not take more bites. It's time to talk and check out the chat and get caught up here again. All right. No mail was there today. Aw, that's too bad. Oh well, that's all right. Maybe next week. Let's see. Wait till you see my lettering before you decide. I already seen your lettering. I know you're good. You have made money doing it. Like people pay you to do it. Come on. Fun fact, I used to be into graffiti, but I did paste ups because I thought they were more legal. Yeah, no, it's all vandalism, dude. That's funny though. It's funny how we think these things sometimes. I did graffiti once illegally, and I realized I don't like doing illegal things because it's not right, so I don't. And that's just me. There's no judgment, absolutely no judgment. I love graffiti. I am grateful that vandalism exists because I love graffiti. I have multiple graffiti books in here. Um, but I understand why people don't like it too. Good graffiti, well done graffiti, of course. I don't like the, gross, mean, messed up things people write that aren't even artistic, but that's a whole different story. Anyways, but I've done a lot of graffiti in my sketchbooks. Funny Marsh. I'm not sure what she's specifically talking about, but Gary Hodges, I had to step away for a while. Hope I didn't miss too much. You might have missed a lot, but let me know if you have any questions, if there's something you're like, what is he doing? And the first thing I see is inspiration is in your butt. So, oh man, there is a lot to cover. But basically, Dede said inspiration is in your butt on one of her live streams and on her last live stream. And I love that quote. I think it's the best thing ever invented. And so I made a comic about it, and I'm making her collaborate with me on it as well. So, and hey, if that's the first thing and only thing you see, I think it's a pretty good piece of advice for creative people. Again, let me know if any of you guys have any idea what that means. I kind of got it right away, sort of, but I haven't blurted. Okay, good. Does that mean inspiration's not bottomless? No, that's a stretch. That's a good thought though. I like where your head's at. I think it's interesting that you thought of it that way. I probably would have come up with that too. Um, but yeah, no, that's not what it means. Yay, studio tour. Okay, we'll do a studio tour. A studio slash living room tour. Eventually, this will also look like a living room, but it's definitely going to look like a studio. Priorities, guys. Um, Now you're going to see all kinds of weirdness. Let me see. I see. I have like a rubber band around this and all that funky stuff. How did I do this? Sorry for the shaky cam. Look away if you are sensitive to shaky cam material. I don't even know if that makes any sense, if that's a thing, but here we go. I think when I do the do thing, Josh, I think I'm partially doing Rugrats. I don't even remember exactly how it goes. It's been so long, but or is that something else? I think that's something else. I don't know, but I think of Rugrats when I do it sometimes. When I do it. All right, the rubber band. Oh my gosh. Let's see what you guys made me do. Oh, she made me eat. All right, so, hopefully, so this is my view. My view over the laptop is the place where my couch, my future couch and TV will be on the wall. And one day you guys will see this thing. I'm going to do a video with this. This is kind of an interesting thing. This is going to become a comic, I think, I hope. And then I got my printer there, and there's lots of drawings in those boxes. You know, my art, like all my old art is pretty much right there. There's some box comics, of course. I haven't organized everything. I got these four palettes. Palettes, is that what they're called? I can't think. For painting, and those are going to go on the wall, probably behind me. So you guys will see them once they're painted. And this is like, I'm trying not to show you the studio. Well, I'll show it, but these walls, those are going to go on there. I was thinking it was going to go on this wall, but I might need to get another one, another canvas. Canvas is what I wanted to say. But these were 50% off at Hobby Lobby. So for about $60, I got these four big canvases, and that was awesome. And I sprung for it. I shouldn't have done that, but I'm glad I did. So this is part of what I did this weekend. I went and got this hutch, which is a hutch that my uncle made for me, or made for my mom many, many years ago when I was a kid, when I was in like elementary school. And it's been with me and, my ex-wife forever. And I just went and got it, actually. Finally, I got it because it was at my ex-wife's apartment and this weekend. And that's all my books. I've had way more books than that before, but I've done a lot of minimalizing. And so that's like pretty much all of my books. I got a lot of Doug to Naples, which I'm thinking I may possibly sell them because I've read them and they could go towards the debt to kill, killing down the debt or whatever. So, well, I don't know where the mic is on this thing, so hopefully I'm not making lots of weird sound. But there's a lot of cool books here. So, anyways, that was good because before I had, so this is my studio. Before I had those plastic shelves, which I bought recently, but they were like sagging because they're just not strong enough to hold all those books, and all my comics were on there. So now this is more like art studio stuff. And I haven't even organized it all yet. I kind of had a rough night Sunday night, and I was doing it during that time, but I wasn't in the right mind to really finish it. And here's all my cool synth stuff that I love. So I have my little music corner. Again, it's a big fat mess right now. So I have my whole studio. I got my music corner, and that area, you know, this is my apartment, and I'm okay with it looking messy in half of my living room because making art and music is important to me. It's more important to me than watching TV. So it's how it's going to be, and people will just have to live with it if they come over and they don't like it. So yeah. So that's my studio right now. Current setup. I still got a lot of work to do, but it's pretty workable. I'm actually really liking it so far. So far, so good. Hey, that wasn't too hard to get back on, so that's cool. All right. But I might have kind of screwed myself the way I put this rubber band on, so I'm gonna have to do it a little bit differently because it's making me not be able to position this right. Ah, that's better. All right. Shaky cam will cease right now. All right, cool. I had that studio tour thing up, her comment there the whole time. So hopefully you guys saw it pretty good. I'm not taking the camera down again. I forgot to take that off. Sorry. But that's all right. Look at how weird my hands look in this specific lighting. But, man, maybe I need to change that. Let's see. Maybe this is better. Actually, you can kind of see stuff a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not a professional live streamer. So here we go. We did the studio tour. Nathan says, I want to see the studio. I like seeing artist workspace. Cool. Done. Done and done. Your light went dark. Uh-oh. Let me know if you guys saw it. If not, crap. I may have to do it again, or I'll do it another time, and you'll just have to, I don't know. I'm more what they call a toy. Yeah, I'm a toy too. I know exactly what you mean. I have to that's like a graffiti term, guys, of somebody who's like not good or not, really doing it the way you're supposed to do it, I guess. I have to head off for now. I'll check back to see the final. Okay, cool. Thanks for hanging out, Barbara. And you'll see more on Dede's stream, maybe, if she shows it, if she feels like showing it. Good meme, Dede. Yes. It means inspiration starts when S and ends with a T. Wait. Inspiration starts with an S and ends with a T. That's a good way to put it. I think if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I think you're thinking the right thing. Love it. Awesome. Let me know again if you guys saw the studio tour. If not, I can either do it again or I don't know. It sounds like the Doug theme song. Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. It's been a while. Gotta bounce. Have a good day, Marsh. You too, Sideburns / Dan. Take the header down. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Dede. I wish I could have heard you say that. I caught myself tilting my tablet along with Marsh's studio tour. I've totally done that kind of thing before. I know what you mean, though. It's like, I want to see that part, but I can't because the stupid camera guy. Well, you probably won't see this till tour is done. Yes, I know. Nice bookcase, Hutch. Yes. I'm glad I was able to get it back for sure. Doug's books were selling well a while back, although I won't sell mine. Nice art area, Marsh. So yeah, hopefully you guys saw it good enough to where I can show it again another time and do it better. But it's good enough for now, type of thing. Hopefully it's that. It's cool and most importantly, manly. Yes. Although the pastel yellow on the walls, don't know if that's so manly. I'm trying. What do you guys think? Like those canvases, like I'm not 100% sure what I should do, like what I should go with. My first initial idea was to make a comic out of canvases, out of the 4 panels. And I might still do that, but I don't know if I want my wall to be comics, but maybe I do. But they're going to be behind me, so, well, I have the top down view, so you're not going to always see it. But when I do videos where you see behind me, you'll see some of it and it'll be cool. But I guess I'm thinking maybe grays or blues, like on a pastel yellow. You want to think about what colors complement it and all that stuff. I've just been barely thinking about trying to figure out what I want to do. So if you guys have any thoughts, maybe I'll do that or take it into consideration at least. Let's see. It's a great room. It does the job. Your uncle made a great hutch bookcase. Yeah, he used to make a bunch of different kind of furniture and stuff, and that's the one that we inherited. Good space, Marsh. Thanks. We could see it. We saw it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I know I asked like a million times, but it takes time to get down in the chat. The tour was fine. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Saw the tour. Looks great. Thank you for all the feedback. Yellow is a calming color. It is. It is. It's not a bad color. I like warm colors anyways. That's why I kind of continued with the warm colors in my curtains and stuff, and I need more curtains. I don't have much for window dressing. I just had to block that big, huge window that I have right next to me because the sun beams into it, and there's people always over there, so privacy and all that stuff. And I bought these blinds behind me this week. I still need to put some more blinds up. Got a lot of work to do in this apartment still. Hopefully, I'll have some help at some point. Because sometimes you need, like, my mom needs to come and help me, or just a little bit of a woman's touch sometimes helps. Even though I know about design and color theory a bit, probably more than your typical person. Artists tend to know a little more about that stuff. It still would help to have other kind of bounce ideas off of and stuff. So anyways, we're never going to get this comic done. Before, I struggled getting one single man card done, and now I'm trying to do a whole comic. But this won't be too hard. And if I don't finish it, let me just take a look at the time. Where are we at? We've only been here for like not even 2 full hours, so we usually do this for about 4 hours ish. So, and again, we are going to do the giveaways later. No, I don't think you guys have said if you want man cards or not for a giveaway. So, let me know. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing I could give away that might be more interesting. But I think man cards. I was thinking man cards. I thought that kind of was a good one. It's original art, yo. So now I got to draw horses. Yep, horses. Spoiler alert. I mean, you can kind of see it anyways, but I already had some horse pictures here that'll help me. Oh, I need to look up hooves. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be drawing super realism, but I want to at least get a little bit of, you know, reference to go in here, you know. So hooves, horse hooves, the things you look up on Google when you're an artist or a writer is just insane. Oh man, they look different than I expected. I might have to redraw some of this. I like that though. That actually makes it a little bit like I can do a little bit more expressive things with it. So interesting, interesting. I've drawn horses so few times in my life, slash almost none. Well, no, that's not true. For the Lone Wolf comic, I drew horse. For the werewolves and unicorns. I mean, unicorn. Don't we consider? I mean, kind of consider that a horse, right? I don't know. It's. I mean, they're real. That's for sure. It's in the Bible. Um, it's not actually in the Bible. People told me that, like, I heard people say, like, how can you believe in the Bible because there's unicorns in it and unicorns don't exist? Well, first of all, are you sure unicorns don't exist? Second of all, um, uh, it's an apocryphal book. It's not even part of the biblical canon. It's part of the Catholic biblical canon, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but I don't believe in that Bible. So, I mean, I believe in a bunch of it, but I don't believe in that part necessarily. Although I do actually believe in some apocryphal books, like Enoch, for example. I think there is that. I mean, Enoch was almost, I shouldn't say almost in the Bible, but it was considered to possibly be in the place of Revelations. So there's that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to draw super realism here. We're just having fun with horse imagery. So she's saying, ho hum, I just don't feel inspired to draw today. So I gotta draw that face, whatever that face is. I mean, I've already drawn it, but I wanna. It's a girl horse, by the way, because I don't know why. It just became a girl horse. Is there anything wrong with that? Don't be getting on me. I don't know why I'm so. Maybe I do know why I'm so giddy, but at the same time, I'm just grateful. Just grateful, guys. Let's see. You know what? I should put like an eyelid here. This is not real horse eyes, people. Don't get your knickers in a bunch. Is that a term? I don't know. I don't know terms. But these are not real horse eyes. These are basically human eyes on a horse. So don't email me, as Dede would say. Don't email me. Oh goodness. do do do. All right. So what else are we going to talk about? How about the endless black hole of wanting to buy more stuff to put in your studio, aka books and comics and such. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. And you saw those modules over there, like those aren't cheap. And another one came about just this week that I definitely am going to get one day, but I won't be getting modules for a while. Because those things are usually they're at least 100. It's rare to find a module under $100, but they're usually somewhere around anywhere between $100 and $1,000. Some go a little bit over, some go a little bit under. But usually somewhere, they're actually usually somewhere between 1 and 500, but there are a decent amount that are 100. And that is for the Eurorack modules, synthesizer modules. And if I was doing Buchla, that's another famous brand that came long before Eurorack was a thing, by Mr. Don Buchla himself, famous synthesist. If it was Buchla, ooh, those are expensive. Those are almost all around 1,000, I think. I don't know. I haven't. They're outside of my price range, so I've only once in a while looked at them. But they've been making Buchla modules for Eurorack format now, so you can still have all the Buchla fun, the West Coast synthesis fun, in a cheaper price, and they're actually really good price. So I know you guys do not care about this, but I'm telling you anyways. So yeah, anyways, buying stuff for your hobbies and interests. Yeah. Tell me about it, you know. I know Josh knows about buying guitars. The guitar hunger is a very real one, and guitar pedals. I think Josh, you said that you got out of the guitar pedal game, but I'm not even super guitarist type of person, and I'm kind of in the guitar pedal game because it's fun to use with modules. It's fun to use like modules. It's like a cheap version of Eurorack in some ways. Sometimes with all the stuff you can do with them. Yeah. But also, I do have a guitar as well, 2 guitars. So they're useful for those too. But honestly, I haven't even used guitar pedals much, to be only just a little bit. I've just barely touched the surface of using guitar pedals. And if I was truly a guitarist, like somebody who made that kind of music, I don't know how much I'd be into them, because I kind of think I kind of agree with you that it's nice to just rock out, like, and, not be shoegazers and all that, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm so much into experimentation that I probably would still have some guitar pedals. Music moment with Marsh. So I suck at drawing hair, and this is a prime example. So yeah, let's get like a little bit of fun detail in here. I don't want to go crazy with it. It's really just meant to be kind of cartoony. But she's folding her horse arms and resting her face on them because, horses can definitely do that. Right? Everybody knows horses can fold their arms like that. Ooh, let's get some black in there in the nostrils. All right, so first panel's done. Let me make corrections so I don't forget to make them later. Look at that. It's magic. Like, don't be afraid to draw. Don't be afraid to ink. Whiteout and gel pens, white gel pens are beautiful things. Digital, that's the beauty of digital. You can go and fix anything, right? All right, we're gonna do a side profile, and I'm not really doing much with backgrounds here, so don't get on me. Oh, you need to do backgrounds. I'm hiding feet. I'm not doing backgrounds. There's gonna be clouds around every foot. I'm life filled in this sucker. It's not that bad. There are some feet here, and there's a background. This panel, I'm defying the laws of laziness, but all the rest are lazy. So, we're doing the lazy thing, having fun, taking names. All right, I got to redraw this this hoof a little bit to go a little bit more on model of what real horse hands look like. Because I like to think that I think I should have got stuck with the other one because I'm already screwing it up like royally. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know how to draw hooves because I don't know how to draw hooves. Cheating is the way to win in life. That is not a good quote. Kids, if you're listening, don't listen. And I hate cheating. Actually, I actually hate cheating, and I always have. Um, like, when you're a kid, I think it's pretty typical for kids to like cheat. They're playing checkers or something, or tic tac toe with somebody who doesn't know the rules or something, and people cheat, I never did that. It was always really important to me to win fair and square. And even if I lost really bad, I didn't care. I wanted to win. If I'm going to win, I'm going to win fair and square. It was always really important before religion happened for me. I always felt that way. I don't know why, you know, but I always felt that way. It was really important to me to win on my merits. And I'm surprised how many people are happy with cheating in those reindeer games as kids, but I don't really judge them because I think they don't think that much about it. It's not that big of a deal, you know. It's kid stuff. You're just having fun, you know. And it's kind of just part of the way things are when you're a kid. I did plenty of horrible crap when I was a kid too. So, I'm not trying to sit here and be like on my high horse and talk about how good I was, how much of a good kid I was. But I was a good kid. No, but um, that was one thing that for some reason was really important to me to not cheat, and I still feel that way. To the point where you know, I'm not a gamer, but I've enjoyed playing games like video games at times with friends. I especially like to play with friends, and and you know, I would never cheat in that, um, and I always would like if I'm playing somebody and I'm losing, I would keep playing them. I'd play till the morning time to try to beat them, and I would just never stop until I won. And sometimes I didn't actually win, and I'm very good sport. Like I enjoy playing the game and I enjoy it for the chase, But I would give it a shot and I wouldn't stop, I definitely am tenacious when it comes to video games at least, There's definitely things I'm not tenacious at I want to be better at that cuz I think we need tenaciousness in life. I think we need like I was talking to Frank a little bit before, like we do need more stubbornness in the world. We need more forgiveness and love and you know, leeway as well, more grace. But things sometimes stubbornness is called for. Sometimes standing your ground is very much called for. So it's hard. It's hard to tell when, especially when you get into like the realm of politics or like if you start getting that in that case, it's like I don't know. It's kind of hard really to judge that, because to me, Dede said it recently, and I think politics kind of divide, and I just want to love my people. I don't care what their politics are, um, and that's just how I feel. But I can't pretend that it doesn't sometimes get me fired up, and there's been times where I've spoken when I was like, crap, I really shouldn't have got into this. But generally, I hold my tongue because I just don't want to get into it, you know? So, panel two is drawn very badly, but it is drawn. Seeing if, and I could put a little shadow here to get some blackness, some contrast. You know, this isn't like the most amazing illustration ever. When I was doing this, I was more just thinking fun, you know. Not that amazing illustrations can't be fun, but yeah, I don't know. I wasn't trying to like. This is not my Sistine Chapel moment. That'll come later. Not later tonight, but later in life, maybe, or not. Um, so yeah, I think I'm gonna call that one done. I may even do some more details like later when I color it after we've gotten the digital scan and stuff or whatever. So, all right, panel one, panel two, three panels to go. Let's check the chat. I probably lost my stream. I haven't looked up in a while. Oh goodness. Again, I don't know if I should keep saying this, but I just want like I know new people come in, some people leave, but Gary Hodges would love a man card. All right, cool. So we're gonna do a man card giveaway tonight at the end of the show, close to the end of the show. See what I'm doing there? Yes, it is a manipulation tactic, but I don't know. Like I could do it now. You want me to do it now? I'll prove to you. I don't care. But at the same time, it is kind of cool if you guys hang out with me. And it's kind of like a reward too for those who stuck to it. It's like you stuck to it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, type of thing. And you know, it's a giveaway. It's fun. Gotta go. Have a great evening. Night all. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's awesome that you were here. And yeah, thank you for hanging. I don't know. I said that twice. They're fun to throw down during a live stream when things get too girly. Yes. And I probably should keep one for myself, or maybe I need to make a custom one specifically for me. Maybe I'll make a Jack Kirby one. That'll be like my man card, because to me, Jack Kirby is, in fact, the freaking man. Or I could put Rob Liefeld in his Levi jeans. That would be a man card. I'm sure people would love me for that, but I don't care. Let's see what else. Do not even make me ponder whether or not Zippy is real. Oh, I didn't think about Zippy. That works too, though. But that's not what this is. It is from the stream, but it's not Zippy. But that's almost an even better idea, Janet. I've seen him with my own eyes. I've even heard him talk. I have too. That's a little inside joke from Dede Land. Uh-oh. Spoiler alert. Nobody call the horse police. Yes. Totally. I don't know. Like, I know I keep saying, like, I want Gary to come on. I want Dede to come on the live stream and stuff. But I used to do it where we had like we showed people's videos, but I'm kind of thinking like just to do this and like have people talking, it's just you just hear the voices, and I saw one person do a live stream like that, and I thought it was kind of cool. It like felt like they were in the same room together. So I don't know. What do you think? Like Gary, I'm thinking of having you on. I want to have some other people on too. Like, do you think it would be fun just to come on as a voice? And I could show off some things too, and then come back to just this view. But I don't know. It's not like I won't show off like your things. That's not. I'm not trying to get out of anything, but I saw one stream and it was like that. I was like, it's kind of cool having like it's like you have a room full of people and you're just talking about art and stuff. Might have to try that one day. Not tonight. Tonight we're not going to do that, but another night maybe. I'll have to like schedule it or something. Got to go. Have an awesome day, everybody. You too, Hanif. I did the collectible video game thing for a long time and finally broke the addiction. I, I I'm not a gamer, but I could be, and I know I'd get into the collectible video game thing if I was a gamer. Like I love video games, but I'm not a gamer, so I've kind of veered away from that, luckily. But I can see where that would be a very long, slippery slope. Yes, I totally have gas. Yes, gas is the term. Gear acquisition syndrome. I think that's what it stands for. Guitar acquisition. Yes, okay. Guitar acquisition system, syndrome. I've always thought of it as gear, but guitar works just the same. Next one I might at some point get would be a hummingbird. All right. I don't know what a hummingbird is. Sorry, I'm not that much of a guitar head, unfortunately. But that's about 1K, so not be for a long time. Yeah, that's why I went with the Squire because it's like I don't know if I'm gonna be that serious. I'm not gonna get a Fender. I bought a ton of action figures during lockdown. I'm just now emerging from the fog of that. Ooh, okay. Huh. Do you still have them? Or did you take them out of the boxes? And hi, Corey Kerr, by the way. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Save it for the end. The fans. Yes, for the fans. Absolutely. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that, but you need to have one to keep, Marsh. Yes, I do. You're right. I think you're right. So I'll make my Kirby one unless I think of something different that I want to do. But right now, Kirby is the one I think that I'm going to do. Gary needs to make one based on his characters. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Nathan, you mean the button fly Levi's jeans? Yes, I remember that commercial. Absolutely. Excuse me. Sorry for burping if you heard that. To keep just in case. Yeah, just in case, because somebody might try to take my man card away. But I can always make that's the thing, Dede. I can make man cards. Not everybody can make their own man card. I can. So I have a never ending supply in my brain of man cards. Although I kind of lost my man card with Jeff, apparently. He told me. He said in his chat that because I didn't know somebody. But hey, it is what it is. Got much love for Jeff. I love watching his streams. I have no preference, man. Whatever you want to do. Cool. I'll be down to hang out whenever you want to on a stream. Oh yeah, that's true. Like I could just be like, Josh, come on, we're gonna talk. Let's talk. We'll definitely have you on, Josh. We're not gonna do it tonight, but maybe next time. Maybe next time, which is Thursday, by the way. We do these every week on Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Do what makes you comfortable. Yes, that's why I'm not doing it tonight because I'm not comfortable yet. I want to be comfortable. We need a refill here. So, unfortunately, Rachel does not. I think she has come on my stream, but for anybody who's into ASMR, again, this is me copying Dede. She does this too. I don't know about y'all, but I like ASMR, and opening the can and doing this, it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. I won't make you listen to me chew. That's kind of gross, but you know, I like this a little bit of this. Never hurt nobody, or maybe it did. But I'm doing what's comfortable. Gary, I hope you saw what I said about your comments stream at the end of Josh's last stream. Oh, I'm not sure I did. I'll circle back later. She said nice things. She was, you know, that stream was fun. Yes, Rachel would love that. All right, cool. We're back to drawing now. I'm caught up. All right, we got 3 more panels to go. And then the giveaway. Dun, dun, dun. And I got to send this out to, I'll send at least one giveaway. Not 100%. Maybe I'll do more than one. We'll see. And I got to send this out to Dede as well when I'm done with it, which will be tonight, I think, unless I'm horrible at finishing. So, what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? How do you spell horsey? Is it Horsey or Horsy? I need to know before I get done finishing this panel. So, let's see. Nope. Well, maybe a book. Or what? Nope. Well, maybe a book. Yeah, I just need to put the eyes looking down at the book. You gotta check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Because drawing comics badly is bad for your health. Didn't know that's what Ice Cube meant when he said that, did you? He was talking about comics the whole time. It wasn't gangster stuff. It was comics. Speaking about gangster stuff, while I was at work today living my badass life, I decided to listen to a little bit of Old Dirty Bastard. And it's been a while since I listened to his album. I listened to 2 of his albums, but the first one is the one that's really good. I haven't listened to all his albums, but the first one is great because the first one, and Josh may be the only one who cares about this. If he does, I think he does. He likes Wu-Tang, I know that. Actually, Gary, I have not watched the music Luhan, you guys doing a top 5 one. I want to. It's one of those things I keep meaning to listen to, watch. I loved the 5 top movie one. That was so great, so good. I freaking loved it. I shared it to a friend. It was fun. So I'm looking forward to the music one. So I don't know if you are into hip hop or not, or if that would be in your realm of music fun, music enjoyment. But I shall find out eventually. But I love hip hop. I make hip hop, or made. Kind of don't really make it anymore. I make hip hop beats. So, anyways, yeah, Old Dirty Bastard live and uncut. I can't sing Wu-Tang lyrics here. I'll get expelled from YouTube. Although I wouldn't really, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to listen to ODB, like a whole ODB album or 2 in a row, or like listen to it and then listen to it again. He's just so wild and so crazy. Like, I enjoy it for a one-time listen, and then it's time to cleanse the ears a little bit. I love him. I love his stuff. I love him in Wu-Tang. But yeah, it's not what I would call easy listening. That's for sure. But it is fun listening. And so I don't know. I just liked it. The reason why I listened to it was because I was on Instagram and Busta Rhymes was talking about Old Dirty Bastard. And because for those who don't know about hip hop and stuff, he's passed away. Old Dirty Bastard has. He's from Wu Tang Clan, and he passed away a while ago. But Busta Rhymes had a lot of nice things to say about Mr. Bastard himself, and he said that knowing him, he was actually one of the more, you would be surprised, like he was actually one of the more sharp dudes he ever met. Like he acts dumb. Like if ever you would have thought any rapper was dumb, probably, you know, Old Dirty Bastard might be on your list. He might just be on your list. Um, Not that I really think of rappers as being dumb, but that's could be a thing. Um, but but he acts crazy. He acts super crazy. If you're not familiar with hip hop, and and I was surprised to hear that he's actually really sharp. And Busta Rhymes brought out the point. He's like, this is the thing. Is like he said it in much more colorful terms than I'll say it here, but he was like, a dumb person, and this is more colorful than I usually get because I don't like to call people dumb, but he said a dumb person can't act smart, but a smart person can act dumb. And he said that's basically what was happening in the case of Old Dirty Bastard. So, yeah, that's why I was listening to Old Dirty Bastard today. Let's see. So I'm at the part where I'm gonna need this knowledge about Horsey. Yeah, Big Baby Jesus. I don't like to call him that because I don't know. It's a little bit. It's just it's my own thing. It bothers me. It's like Kanye even calls himself Yeezus, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, but apparently he's basically very much a preacher slash Christian now, Kanye. I don't know. So I doubt maybe I don't think he probably still calls himself Yeezus, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, of course, no judgment towards anybody. I'm not disappointed. I'm not judging anybody for saying anything. Never. I'm not God. Um, let's see. IG message Marsh for my other address to send that. Oh, okay. Sure. Sounds good. Salazar says, Horsey. Salazar is listening while he's supposed to be at church again. So it's supposed to be with an EY? Are we sure? Is this the consensus? I heard giveaway, so I snuck away. Yeah, giveaway's coming a little later, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I saw the top 5 magazines. Did you guys do a top 5 magazines? Huh. Gary says, thanks, man. The music one was fun. We've talked about doing top 5 hip hop. Oh, cool. That would be awesome. But I think we've said Scott would step in to talk to Jim about it since I am a hip hop noob. Okay. Okay, cool. Josh and I are planning to do a video on that, or maybe Scott, Josh, and Jim and I don't know. I mean, I'm not inviting myself to the party, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of us who are hip hop heads these days, or back in the days, whatever. It'd be interesting that'd be a fun show, actually. Anyways, I thought of you while listening to hieroglyphics today. Awesome. I'll be honest, I'm certainly familiar with hieroglyphics, but I haven't listened to them a lot, and I don't know why. And I know they are awesome. Same thing with Souls of Mischief, and like there's a few of those that were like West Coast, but they were almost like East Coast underground, and it just didn't hit me at the right time. And for some reason, I didn't listen to it. In fact, that's what I should listen to tomorrow. Hieroglyphics, Souls of Mischief, stuff that I haven't spent a lot of time listening to. Far Side too. I'm familiar with all of them, but yeah, the top five shows are incredible. I agree. We did top five mags on Jim's channel. See, that I didn't know. So I got to figure out. I don't know. I got to go over there. It's kind of funny to have a show like that on Jim's channel because all this stuff is so animation oriented usually. I've been to exactly one hip hop show. Well, I haven't been to a ton of hip hop shows. I mean, I guess I have because I've done some hip hop shows, but still, I mean, you don't have to be into hip hop. It's not a rule. I have to step away to pick some Chinese food. Be back soon. All right, cool. Love Chinese food. Oh, speaking about food, today is day 30 of my 30-day challenge of the no carb diet or very low carb diet. I made it. I made it. I lost 45 pounds. Not through, there's more to it. Like stopped drinking beer. Not that I was drinking a ton of beer, but that definitely contributes to the old gut. Um, and because that was part of the diet too. There's a lot of carbs in beer, but that's a big part of it. And I kind of sort of started earlier than 30 days, but not fully. So there's more contributing factors. It wasn't just the diet that I lost 45 pounds, but I lost 45 pounds. I was at 280. That's the most I've ever gotten to. I couldn't believe it when I saw the scale. And that was the last time I went on a scale. And that was probably a few months ago. And then I should be drawing while I do this. But I'm trying to find out how to spell horsey for sure. But so far, it looks like it's EY, which kind of messes up my plans a little, but that's all right. I can fix it. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's good. And the thing about this diet is I feel more satiated. I feel less hungry. It's supposed to give you a lot of energy, and tonight you'd think that yes, that effect is happening, but no, that effect is not happening. I'm actually a little bit overtired. That's probably part of the goofiness. I'm all right though. I feel all right now, but when I first started the show, I was like, I don't hope I'm not too tired to do this. But I definitely also have a lot of energy. Like I'm really excited and happy about life today. That wasn't the same 2 days ago. Or a couple weeks ago, I was super down in the dumps. But anyways, but I'm just feel grateful, I guess, is really the thing. So, um, but yeah, so today's day 30. Tomorrow, I'm going to Texas Roadhouse and I'm not going to be doing the diet. Like, I'm doing the diet in the morning, but I'm going to have a nice old cheat meal. I'm going to have a couple beers. I'm going to enjoy myself and celebrating. And then I'll be back to the diet. And once in a while, I'll do cheats and like a cheat meal once in a while or something. And I may start introducing some vegetables back into the mix. So it won't be 100% as strict, but for now I'm going to keep it mostly no carbs, which basically is a carnivore diet. It's there is some dairy, like I have some cheese, I have mostly meat. I have you can eat eggs and stuff, and that's kind of it. Um, and a lot of people don't. I'm sure I'll get people saying that's not healthy and this and that. Well, science would beg to differ with that, but hey, what do I know? I don't know. That's my thoughts, but I'm not pushing the diet or anything. I just, for me, it's a good thing, so I'm doing it. And if I die, well, I had a diet I enjoyed doing, so I don't know. Top 5 arcade games is next, probably later this week. Cool. That'll be fun. That'll be really fun. Especially, it's like specifically arcade games. Blackalicious. I love Blackalicious. Alphabet might be in the top 5. It's a great song. It's a great song. There's so many weird, cool Blackalicious songs. It's really there. That whole crew back then was so inventive. Really cool stuff. I have a top 5 playlist on my channel with all of them. I think when you get to like 100 top 5 playlist or five videos, then you should do a video of your top 5 favorite top 5 videos that you did. I think that would be cool. 7, Shalom Marsh in chat. Congratulations, no carbs diet. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Evening 7. And congrats on losing that much. That takes willpower. It does, but I'll tell you, man, this diet, being strict on this diet is, I think, a lot less willpower, and that's probably why part of why it works so well. Is it's less willpower, than maybe being vegan or something like that. Or whatever. And I tried doing the vegan thing. I tried doing the keto thing, but on all of those things, I never did it strict. And this was the first time I did a strict diet. So, yeah, and I'm enjoying it. I sometimes I am sick of eating meat. I'll be honest, I'm always try to be honest, but sometimes I am sick of it. But the thing is I don't have to eat that much to be satiated. That's what's awesome about this diet. You don't like, I can some people eat one meal like every like 48 hours, and they feel fine on this diet. I haven't gotten to there yet, but I don't, I've been skipping a meal here and there, and eating less each meal. It just that, meat and protein, it satiates you. And the whole idea, if you don't know about like these kind of like a keto diet or this, because it's almost the same exact, it's basically a different version of a keto diet, a more strict version of a keto diet. If you don't know, the idea is that you stop using carbs for your fuel, for your energy, and you start using fat for your energy. And it's, I don't know. Go and do your research. If you don't like the idea of it, don't do it. I'm not pushing it. I'm not advocating necessarily for it, but I'm happy that I did it. And I'm probably this might be the diet I mostly stick with for the rest of my life, because I do believe that carbs are not good. And one thing I will say that I do recommend with diets, again, everybody's different too. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's, reacts differently to different things. So there's that, but also, one thing that I find in most of the diets I've learned about, they do have commonalities, and most of them say eat whole foods, don't eat, basically stay away from the middle of the aisle, eat whole foods, or the middle aisles, I should say, and stay away from complex carbs. Things that come in a box and a can and all that stuff. Don't eat a ton of sugar, all that stuff. Sugar and carbs are the same exact thing. Yeah, and a lot of diets say that, so it's the reason why there is, an obesity epidemic is because we are inundated with lots of packaged and processed foods. So that's all I'm going to really say about that. I'm not trying to like get into a big discussion on it or anything, but yeah. Oh, doing tangents here, guys. Sorry, I'm breaking the law. Got a little bit of tangent going there. Oh well, I'm gonna live with it. We're all gonna live with it. I think we'll survive. So I'm going on to the second to last panel, guys. Exciting. So yeah, I put this book is called Horsey Stories. That's why I had to know how to spell horsey. And Frank, if you steered me wrong, you're gonna pay. um, do 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 do. I think I do the do do do's when I'm lettering or doing sound effects. I don't know. I noticed myself do it at work today too. It's kind of like that thing like when you don't know what to say and you don't want to be awkwardly silent, so you do some do do do's, you know? I used to run into that with my at my uncle's house when I lived with my aunt and uncle, and they did that, you know. I think I got part of that from them. Um, Whenever there was like an awkward silence, they'd fill it with some kind of like thing like that. I think a lot of us do that, you know. It's the thing we don't say, but we do it. And does it really make it any less awkward? Not really. It's still awkward, but at least you're filling the silence. Am I right or am I right? At least that's how I feel. Maybe I'll make a comic about it. Write what you know, you know? Even this is writing what you know. I mean, I know about inspiration being in my butt. Do you guys know about inspiration being in your butt? I didn't even really explain this, did I? I think it's time. Enough people guessed. Enough people got it wrong. Actually, I think Joshua. He likes to be called Joshua, so I'm going to call him Joshua. I think Joshua got it, kind of got it right, but he was saying it in code. So, but yeah. So I'm going to do my best Dede impression, and I'm going to suck at it. But Dede said after she said inspiration is in your butt, she's like, yeah, get you a pencil and a paper and put it on your desk and sit your butt in the chair and start making stuff. And trust me, believe me, you will start to get inspired. And I freaking love it. That's like my favorite quote in the world now, outside of every biblical quote, but still, I'm sure that Dede doesn't mind being one-upped by the Bible. But yeah, like that's what it means if you didn't already guess it. And I think it's one of the best quotes ever. Did I not say that already? Oh gosh, I repeat myself a lot, guys. Sorry about that. That was horrible. So yeah, inspiration is in your butt. It's in your butt. It's in my butt. It's in all of our butts. What was that? And I want this on a T-shirt. I want it on a mug. I want it painted across the sky. There was what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Comedian. Raw. That comedy. Why can't I think of his name? Eddie Murphy. Okay. And He had some funny things to say, that's for sure. Has maybe, I don't know. Is Eddie Murphy still funny? I don't really know. I'm sure he is. But he had that song. He's like, put a TV in your butt. Put McDonald's in your butt. Put a chair in your butt. I don't know. It went something like that. That was like one of the least offending things he said in his comedy skits or comedy things. But yeah, if you're not easily offended, I don't know. My dad showed me Raw when I was a kid. And he also read Stephen King to me before bed. So I don't know. He brought me to see things like Predator and Terminator when I was a kid, and what else? Yeah. Oh, RoboCop. That was probably the worst one. That one was like tough. I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of scary because like he's shooting, mowing down people and stuff, and it's bloody and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I think I'm okay, right? Like, what do you guys think? Did I survive? Did I become a horrible, evil person? I guess that's for you and God to decide. So, yeah. I've seen things. I've experienced some things, some traumatic things. Yeah. So, let's see. We're going to just draw some little YouTubes. Here, let's put vid tube at the top. I don't want to sit here drawing computer screens. Who wants to do that? I'll put Dede's hands kind of in there because you always see her expressing herself with hands and lots of bracelets, stuff like that. At least one hand. Maybe some books. Dede, do you ever have books on your channel? When are you going to ever put books on your channel? Come on. Get with the program. Put some pens, pencils. I don't know. I'm putting too much detail in here. It's going to not read clearly. Let's see. Thumbs up. Can I draw a hand, a thumbs up hand? Probably not. That is a horrible thumbs up hand. I'm not even going to put the thumbs down because Dede deserves 0 thumbs downs. And then, I don't know, stuff and things here. Just random stuff and things. We got the chat here. I should put me in the chat and Frank and everybody else who's there, but I'm not gonna because that would be crazy. That's crazy talk. So this is how you make comics, kids. You just go at it and suck, and if you suck, that's okay because who cares? Just make comics. Create. Inspiration is in your butt. Okay? Stop arguing with me. Oh boy. All right, we're down to the last panel. Drum roll. All right. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Well, let me check the chat. Let me check. You guys must hate this. I'm like, I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to check the chat. We're going to do a giveaway later. Did I tell you guys that? Have you heard? All right, let's see. Dude, now I got that stupid song in my head. In your butt. Hello, Marsh. Nice looking page. Paul, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate you being here. Howdy, ladies and gents. I like that. It's very classy. Very classy. 7, Joshua, hope you're well rested. Oh, okay. That's you guys talking to each other. I hope Joshua is well too, and I'm grateful for Josh. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for Seven, Adam, Frank, all you guys, all the people watching on the replay. You know, I was talking about that earlier. I'm talking about it again. Raw and Delirious, still the best comedy specials. They're great. They're freaking great. People are talking amongst themselves. Yes, these are all cool things, right? I agree. Let's see. I have book shows quite frequently. Yes, I think every show has some form of book in it. At least that I've seen. Let's see what else. I don't know how to draw hands. Yeah, join the club of artists. I think a lot of us don't. Lex, by the way, thank you for hanging out. All right, cool. All right, we're on to the last page, guys and gals. Can we do it? Can we do it? Probably not, because I'm drawing a freaking horse. So this is not gonna be anatomically, I mean, when you come to my channel, do you really expect anything to be anatomically correct? If you say yes, you're lying. Um, I am not, I care so little about anatomy. I mean, I care about it, but like, I just think it's it's the thing that people always say you got to get it right, or they always criticize, and I'm like, Kirby couldn't draw anatomy. He's pretty, he was kind of influential. I don't know, a little bit, right? I don't know. I don't care about anatomy. I care about it, but like I do want to get better at anatomy. I would love to actually take an anatomy class. I'm not, don't get me wrong, but like um you know, if your anatomy is like super correct, but you lose dynamism, I'm sorry, I'd rather have bad anatomy with exciting dynamism. It's just me, and that's why I'm a Liefeld fan. So put that in your butt. Sorry, my very positive, grateful stream is turning into butt jokes. Oh my gosh. But I did try. I did draw this from reference. It's not like I'm totally trying to be a schlub. But it's not, I'm not following the reference perfectly. So, yeah. Do you guys do sound effects when you draw? Here's a question, actually. Um, Dede said, and I agree because do I agree? I guess I agree, but I don't like, it's not a hard, fast rule for me. But I'm not really somebody who puts music on. So far, when I draw, I don't put music on. I kind of wish I was though, because like I hear about how like Jim Mahfood, speaking about somebody who doesn't, I think he can draw anatomy, but he's not following anything that is within the guidelines of snobbery type of anatomy stuff. So, anyways, um, but he talks about how he listens to music, and that's a huge like inspiration, um, for his art. Like it's kind of like he's listening to music and channeling the music through his art. Like it's actually a pretty important part. And I love that. It makes me want to do that. But the truth is, I'm not really a listen to music while you art type of guy for whatever reason, generally. But that may change when my career comes and I'm doing this full time and I have to sit at the table for much longer. I mean, I'm live streaming while I art. So maybe when the live stream's gone, I mean, last night I did all this with no music. I was just kind of chilling in silence and happy to do it. Wait, is that true? Let me see if I'm lying. Because sometimes I put on like live streams or videos while I art. I don't think I did yesterday though. Pretty sure I didn't. Sometimes I just don't even think to do it. Now, I put on me I have some I'm listening to something all day when I'm at my day job, you know. I don't want to like, but that's like just trying to mitigate the freaking misery. I like drawing. I mean, actually drawing can be miserable too and tedious, but you know, I do find that, and I've said this before, like when I used to be in like these audible chats with people a lot, like me and Mike Emirates, actually Adam Lore too, and other people, Teresa, you know, Creed. I don't know why Creed doesn't watch my videos anymore. I never see him in here. Creed, if you're here, say what's up. Um, you know, lots of good old buddies. You know, we used to Gazbot sometimes popped in. You know, just different people who people here might be familiar with, and we would just chat. And I would always notice that I'd have way more done than I expected I would have done when we were chatting, because I'm not thinking about the tediousness of drawing a building or drawing hands or whatever. I'm just thinking about what we're talking about and just doing it, you know? It's pretty awesome. It's actually a pretty awesome thing. So let's emphasize that buttocks a little bit with some bad cross hatching. I really gotta not go crazy with this cross hatching. Just a little bit, okay? Stop there, kind of, sort of, until I do more. It's not even cross hatching, it's just hatching, but so used to saying cross hatching because I didn't know that it was just called hatching until, I don't know. I just heard the image guys say cross hatching when they were doing their comic book greats videos and stuff. And that was it. And then it was over. It became law then. It became gospel. Whatever they said on that show was gospel to me. It's, you know, because well, you know, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. What can I say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're getting into it. I know I'm getting the nostrils wrong on all these horses, but who cares? Who cares? Apparently not me. I always remember the story of like the hamburger on one of those Eddie Murphy things, and his mom made him a hamburger. He's like, I want McDonald's. I don't want this gross hamburger. And now that if I ever listen to it now, it's like, oh, that hamburger actually sounds kind of good. I definitely prefer homemade hamburgers over, but I get it. When I was a kid, I wanted McDonald's too. Um, I don't know if it's taboo to talk about Bill Cosby, but he had some really good stand-ups too. As much as I'm not happy with what happened with him, but man, it's like certain people affect your life, and you're like, man, they were such a big part of my life. I was so into them, and then bam, you find out they might be a horrible person. You know, it sucks. But I don't really feel like talking about that topic, to be honest. I've talked about it before. So surprise, surprise. I don't know if it's much of a surprise. Dede already kind of spoiled it a little bit, which is okay. I think it's funny. But it's a unicorn because Dede on that stream was talking about unicorns and, with the chat and stuff. And I don't know. I just was like, if I'm going to draw inspiration is in your butt, what kind of butt is the most inspirational? It's a unicorn butt. Come on. Everybody knows that. What's more inspirational than a unicorn butt? Your butt in the chair. That's what is. It was a trick question. Oh my gosh, this is not a well drawn. What is it? Equian or something? I don't know. I don't know how to say horse in I don't know how to say horse in science language. Is that science language? I don't even know what science language is. I know some science language. They should make science an official language. I'm going to check out the chat soon enough. Just, give me a chance to ruin this drawing first, please. Although I think I've already done it. Sorry, guys. Let's see. What is that? That's not Doug, I don't think, is it? Maybe it is. I can't remember. It's been a while. I love Doug. Did you guys know that I did not know this until recently. But the animator to Doug is freaking the dude who made Aeon Flux. He was like the chief animator guy. And you can tell too, because when you look at that Doug intro, wait, is it Doug? No, I'm thinking of Rugrats. When you think Rugrats intro, it's totally like the camera angles and stuff that you would see in like Aeon Flux. I was blown away when I found that out. Like, you guys probably already know that. I'm just the numbnuts who didn't know, but yeah. I thought that was awesome. He was on Cartoonist Kayfabe. Great episode. I actually got a lot of inspiration from that episode. There might be more than one actually Kayfabe with him in it. If I might be mistaken. I'm not sure, but anyways, yeah, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I'm not copying from Dede. She does whistle in her streams, but I'm kind of a whistler too. I got that from my stepfather, if anything. He was a whistler. He is a whistler. I haven't seen him in like a million years, but I'm sure he's still a whistler. I don't even have anything against him, but sometimes you don't see people. Oh, it was so funny. So I know this girl from Poland. And I was whistling. I was whistling the Smurfs, not even knowing I was whistling the Smurfs. It just popped in my head, and I started whistling it. And she was like, "Is that the Smurfs?" And like, she's not like, she's straight up from, Poland. So like, I'm like, "You know what the Smurfs are?" And she's like, yeah, we have Smurfs in Poland. And then she showed me like the Polish Smurfs, and they have like a totally different song. So I'm like, how did you even know the theme? Because it's like, I mean, it's like the same tune, I guess, but it's like different words. They have like totally different words for the song. But and then she showed me like the episode, and I heard it in Polish, and that was cool too. And yeah, I don't know, fun memories. Um, and you know, I just that's what I so many times like I don't know how often you know. Like that, or like you know the other the upper world of Super Mario Brothers, like those are in my head like often. They're in my head, zombies. So yeah, I was singing that one the other day too. All right, inspiration is in your butt. Yeah, I think everything else that I do, I'll just do digitally, except for Dede is gonna do the title. And I put like a square here, Dede, so it's like because these lines aren't really supposed to be here. I shouldn't have drawn these border lines, so that'll be fixed in digital as well. But I kind of put like some pencil lines so you know where to put because there has to be kind of like bleed or whatever. So just kind of follow these pencil lines and not necessarily the black borders. And you'll see because I wrote the title in here, and it's mostly in bounds of the lines. And you can just erase that and then put, you know, it's going to say words of, like small letters, words of inspiration will be the big word. And then it's going to say by Dede Willingham, art by Marshall Lee. And I think, you know, you're a letterer. You can put it a whole different way than I wrote it. This was just placeholder, nothing stuff. So I'm going to send that to you when I get your address later. And I mean, I already have your P.O. box, but you said you want to send it to a different address, so that's fine too. Um, so, yeah, inspiration is in your butt. What do you guys think? Do you think inspiration is in your butt? I think there's so much inspiration in your butt. Like, it's crazy how much inspiration is in your butt. Say that to the wrong person. A guy says that to a girl. Maybe not the best thing. I don't know. Or maybe it is a good thing. Who knows? I might fix this word balloon now, or I might do it because Dede gets to keep this as an original piece of art. And it would suck if she keeps something that's so incorrect. You know? That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna get to the giveaway soon. It's only 3 hours in, so you know, maybe it'll actually end up being a bit of a short stream, even though I drew a whole comic in a stream. So don't you say you can't make comics. Come on, guys. You can make comics. I mean, I didn't draw the whole comic in a stream. I drew it yesterday. But I did the inking. I did 5 panels of inking and lettering. I mean, I think that deserves a little something. So, there it is. Here, let's read it again. Ho hum, and I'm going to read it correctly, not the way I wrote it. Ho hum, I just don't feel inspired to draw today. Maybe a little social media scroll will help. Nope. Well, maybe a book. Not working. Ooh, Dede's live on VidTube. Click. Inspiration is in your butt. I mean, what's better than that? Dede, you wrote an awesome comic, and I'm honored that you contacted me and wanted to do this collaboration with me. Slash, I made you do it. Hey, Chris is here. Chris, you have to watch from the beginning of the show. Christopher Runciman. You have to watch from the beginning of the show because I showed some things off. The whole beginning of the show was basically dedicated to talking about your one-page comic, which I read and I love. I love it, and I can't wait to read the rest of these comics. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there's more here too. You sent me so many comics. Thank you. You rock. I love your comic. I love one-page comics. I just made a one-page comic inspired from you making one-page comics. So, yeah, I said nice things about you. So if you want to hear it, there is much more of that in the beginning of the show. So, let's see. All right. 7 says he's grateful for me or she. Was still not sure the gender of 7, but thank you, and I'm grateful for you as well. I think I said that already, but why not say it again? I'm grateful for Christopher Runciman. Is that how you say it? Runciman? I think it is. Where else are we? Thank you for the intention of nudity. I that's almost a quote right there. I don't know what you're talking about, but thanks for not taking my clothes off. What are you guys talking about? I must have missed something. Oh no, I didn't miss much. So, well, oh well. Let's see. Christopher says, I do sound effects when I draw. Looking good, Marsh. Thanks, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Dede let you know too. Cool. Oh, good fun. Thanks, Marsh. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I love the whole idea of one-page comics. I've been loving it for a long time, and seeing you actually do it, and I was going to do a book like that. And seeing you actually do it, it just got me even more like amped. So 7 says, Marsh, sometimes I listen to KJV audio, but I understand sometimes we get focused on cartooning, drawing, painting, no music necessary. Yeah, I do like audiobooks. I think when I'm finally like a millionaire making comics for a living, I'll have a lot more time drawing, so I'll want to listen to audiobooks as well and things like that. Love it, Marsh. Thanks, Dede. Yes, equine or something like that. I still don't know how to say it though. Marsh, it's okay. I've met some of my childhood idols. Was more disappointing than anything. I know. Me too, sort of. But I gotta give them. I just always make the excuse when I do actually meet one if they're like not nice. I make the excuse that maybe they're having a bad day. Every day can't be a good day. And maybe I should just be like, no, they were a dick. Sorry for the language. And I hate them now. No, maybe not that far, but cool unicorn. Thanks. Cool unicorn butt. That's the Doug theme song. Okay. He said, yeah, you've confirmed that twice, and I should just listen to you. Oh boy. Love your videos. I'm listening whilst working on my comic, but I'm from the UK and should go to bed shortly. Yes. My buddy Fue, I talk to him every day. Right around the time I'm coming home from work, he's got lights out. He's sleeping, you know. Maybe I shouldn't say that personal information. I don't know, but he does go to bed I think a little early, but still like if you're not in bed now, he's probably been sleeping for 5 hours now. But he does get up early and go to bed late or early, so this is what it is. As it's almost 2 a.m. Well, it is late. That's way late for me. It's way late. You know, that's Artcaster's late. I'm back and full of food. Oh boy, watch out. Oh goodness. Yeah. And by the way, thank you for coming by, Sophie. And Dede said, "Morning, Sophie." Peter Chung worked on early Rugrats stuff. Yes, and it's the intro really that I always love that perspective too. He does that like extreme perspective stuff, and how perfect is that for kids running around? Like it was so good. It was like watching like Muppet Babies, but cooler. Because Muppet Babies were awesome too. Mario, yes, Mario, yes. Janet knows. Smurf Smurfs is in fact a French comic strip slash cartoon. Okay, cool. That's Nathan. You have much knowledge. Awesome, Marsh. Thanks. I will stay in the lines. Yes. Cool. Looks good, Marsh. Thank you. Turned out great, Marsh. Thank you. We got clapping hands. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. I like big butts and I cannot lie. I mean, who doesn't love that song? Come on. Here's something. There's something in my butt. Probably not inspiration. I didn't say, yes, I did say in your butt. Sorry. I was going to say I didn't say in your butt, but I did. Inspiration is in your butt, Paul. Get get this down, get this in there cuz if you don't know this, then you're never going to be productive. I love that quote. Inspiration, if anybody missed it, inspiration is in your butt. Why? Because you need to get you some art materials, sit your butt in that chair and start making something, and the inspiration will come. I 100% wholeheartedly agree. So Dede, thank you for the super chat. You rock. You rock. Thank you. Awesome work, Marsh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys' support is so awesome. I really appreciate it. 7. Janet Young Bonjour. Bonjour. Okay, yes, I get it. You're saying hi to Janet. Janet, enjoy your Outback. Thanks for the stream. Janet, you rock too. Thank you so much for the support. You are the bomb. Thank you. You guys are too good. You guys are way too nice to me. Thanks. Okay, 7. When I first was online, Inkwell, everybody thought I was a guy. I just felt left it like that. Less hassle. Oh wait, so did 7 say the gender? I mean, you don't have to. It's like that the questionnaire on every questionnaire. Name your gender and it's like male, female, don't want to say. There's been times I've put don't want to say for like race or whatever just cuz I'm like who cares? Why do you have to ask that? Oh, whoops. I'm putting the wrong thing. So, did I just want to see what did 7 officially say? So I can know that I will stop asking about things. If they don't want to say their gender, that's fine. We're all inclusive here. All inclusive. I don't see it. I don't see the answer. Uh, Sorry. I'm a horrible person. Anyways, the book I was reading during the stream was all one-page comics by coincidence. Really? Which book is it? Please tell. I want more one-page comic books. I think everybody should make one-page comic books because I want to read them. Really awesome, says Devante. Thank you for hanging out and being here, and thank you for the compliment. Marsh, music. I like big butts. Yes, and I like the comic. Awesome. We're gonna do this. We're about to do this giveaway very soon. I'm just getting through the chats here. What do you think? Should I do one giveaway or two giveaways? I mean, this one here, and which one do you think you'd want me to do giveaways? Which one or two? This one's actually on eBay now, but I'll take it off of eBay if you guys want it. This is the Samson card. I don't need it to be on eBay. I just put it there because why not? This is the really bad-faced Bruce Lee card, but I still like it, and it still kind of looks like Bruce Lee. It's not a good Bruce Lee. This is the worst Bruce Lee drawing ever. And a Chuck Norris man card. I don't care which ones I give away, or maybe I could give them all away. But I don't know if there's that much excitement, you know. So maybe I just do one. Which one do you want? I don't know. You guys give me some ideas of what you'd like to see done as giveaways. Let's see. There is a word in German for butt inspiration. Never can remember that word. Interesting. But it has to do with the ability to sit down for long periods of time being connected with create. That is cool. So there's more than meets the eye to what Dede said about inspiration is in your butt. There's actually, Einstein wrote about butt. Oh my gosh. Dede. Oh my gosh, you're a genius. Like, what did they say? Like, something minds think alike, genius minds think alike, brilliant minds. No, bright. I can't. Why don't I know this? It's like one of the most common phrases ever. But yeah, you're a genius, Dede. I didn't. I mean, I already thought you were pretty genius, but wow, it's confirmed. Marsh, it's more mysterious not to answer gender. Okay, cool. So it's 7, the mysterious gender person. Cool, no problem. That's a good looking 1-page comic, Marsh. Thanks for the shout out. I am glad you are enjoying the books. Let's jam on some comics sometime. That would be awesome. Yes, let's. And Dede is going to finish this part. If you didn't, I don't know if you were there for that part, but so Dede wrote this without knowing she wrote it, and she's going to contribute, and it's going to be a comic that will maybe be in a comic someday if Dede lets me. Let the winner choose. That's a good, Dede. You're a smart person. You are a genius. That is such a great idea. I'm going to let the winner choose. Great job. Got inspired to do a 1-page comic. Thanks for the stream. Brian, thank you for hanging out. And Icy, thank you for hanging out. Sometimes I forget to say that. But I really appreciate you, everybody who is hanging out. And I'm glad it inspired you. I would love to see that you did do that. Let me know, man. I see it. Also, good evening, Marsh Makes Comics, and good evening, everyone. Yes, good evening to you. Adam Lohr says, the book I was reading is called A New Low by Johnny Ryan. Writing it down. Writing it down. I need a new page. All right. Okay. Is this a depressing book? Adam? Sounds depressing. I mean, if it is, oh well, it is what it is, but there's a market for depressing books, I guess, I don't know. Not a recommendation for everybody. Okay, cool. I appreciate the honesty. But I'll still look into it, see if it looks like it's something up my alley. Great minds think alike, yes. Obviously, mine is not one of those great minds because I couldn't think of that silly phrase. Also got a cool comic book from India today called Nachiketa. Nachiketa? Cool. Awesome. I saw you showing off those Indian comics in one of your streams. That was pretty cool. I've never seen that kind of stuff. Look forward to seeing it when done. I'll publish it in one of our anthologies if you and Dede like. Hey, that would be cool too. Again, if Dede's down, I'm down. Marsh did all the work. It is up to him. All right. It's up to me, then yes. It's a yes. All right. So we are caught up with chat. It's time to get into giveaway mode. We need like giveaway music. It's going to be the Doug music today. Or it's going to be have a man card in your butt. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get demonetized so quick. But who cares? I care. I really care. By the way, things have been going good in that area. Things have been moving up. Subscriber count's been going up, so anybody who's watching, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked, do all that fun stuff. If you're watching on the replay, give me a comment. Let me know what you're up to with your art and your comics or whatever you're doing. Just a reminder, or don't do it. That's fine too. You could also give me a thumbs down. That helps the channel as well. Any interaction does. So cool. All right, let's take this page out for now, and we'll get this to be the focus of the stream here. Take a little sip, sippy sip sip. Oh, the new low is like X-rated edgy adult humor. Okay, so probably not right up my alley then. So I'll probably not get that. Not that like I'm afraid of anything like that. There's things I see sometimes that are like that, but I'm not going to run out and try to get it, especially when I can't be spending money right now. Drum roll. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. The rules to the giveaway is, Dede, remind me if I'm forgetting anything, but it's so basically we're going to do 1 to 25, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing for my streams. 1 to 25, pick a number. Not yet, don't do it yet. You'll write it in the chat when I type go. You will write it in the chat, 1 through 25, and the person who's closest to 25 or to the number that I randomly pick from the random generator thingy, closest without going over, will they will win this. And this is for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're in any part of the world. South Africa, we had somebody from South Africa today. We had somebody from the UK, some people from Australia. We've got Christopher from London, aka Canada, which I just found out is a thing today. We got people from all over the world. We even have people all the way from Texas, Atlanta. We have people from all the way from Atlanta, with zombies nipping at their toes. So, that being said, I will ship these anywhere because honestly, they're going to come in an envelope and they're going to not cost much more than a stamp. If they're from far away, it'll be more than a stamp. But I don't ship these in like premium like Gemini cases or anything. So that being said, and then you will get to pick what it is. So you're going to put your number in. When I say go, when I type go in, and the closest to 20 to the number I pick from 1 to 25 without going over wins. So I'm going to type it soon. Put your chat on live chat. That helps you to be able to see because there's a delay. So if I press go, and it's the first person too. So if I say go, or if I type go, you want to look at the chat. You don't want to listen to me say it because there might be a delay. So I'm going to do it pretty soon. I'll do a little countdown so that there's time, but you might see it in the chat earlier because of the lag. So I'm going to do a little countdown so everybody has their chance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. The number above the go, go, go does not count from the other comic guy. So put your numbers in, get your numbers in. You can still put a number in though, but it was too early. So the first person who put 7, if that is the number, then I'm not picking the number. So I hope you guys aren't going off the fact that I emphasize 7. And then when I press stop, you have to stop. When I write stop, you have to stop and there's no more. And I'll do another I probably should have done the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe not for the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, people are putting their things in. You can only put a number in once. So that is another thing I didn't tell you guys. So you can only put one number in. I'm sorry. If you put more than one, I don't know if I should count your second one, the other comics guy. Let me know, Dede, what you think. But I'm going to stop it soon. So get your numbers in. We're going to do another countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. No more numbers. Looks like a lot of people got them in, so that's cool. Let him count it. Okay, so we're gonna count 9 for the other comic guy. That's fine with me. He wants 9, so we'll go with that. Dede's cat herding for a change. Yes, Dede is my one and only mod at the moment, and I may add more mods at some point, but you know, right now she's the one. So, what else? What else are we doing? Okay, so now I got to do the generator thing, the random number generator, and we'll see who won. Random number generator. Random number generator. Max 25 from 1 to 25. All right, here we go. Da, 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 da. The number is 11. Who won? The number is 11. The number is 11. I lost my live stream thing. Where's my live stream thing? I don't see the thingy. I got too many tabs open. Is that what's going on here? I lost you guys. I hope I didn't exit out. That'd be stupid. That'd be dumb. All right, I'm just going to go through all the tabs, I guess, till I find it because I don't see it here. Oh, here it is. Okay. I thought I lost you guys. All right. So, show your screen, Marsh. Show my. Was I supposed to show the generator number screen? You gotta trust me. I'm sorry. We trust you. I just always show it. Yeah, I could have showed it. If you want to see it, I'll show it. Here, I'll share screen. Why not? I never thought to do that, but I guess it is true. I'll show it because why not? Where is it? The random generator thing. I'm changing it as we speak. No. Here we go. This is L'escrinio. It was 11. See that number right there on the left in light gray? It was 11. Next time I'll try to be more on the ball with that though. So let's unshare that screen. The other comic guy wins. Oh, for all that effort, the other comic guy wins, huh? Interesting. Yes, 11. It's a wonderful number. It is. If you see it, I'll show it. If you see it, I'll show it. What's up, some person? All right, so who would be the second place? Because I'm tempted. I'm tempted to send a second one out. I'm going to leave. Well, no. First of all, the other comic guy gets to choose which one he wants, and he has guy in his name, so I know it's a he. So pick out which one you want, and then who's the second place? Is it too complicated because there's too many sevens? Probably is, huh? But the first 7 would be the one who wins, right? I think that's it, right? So that would be Gary Hodges. So I'm going to do a second place. What about that? What do you guys think about that? I'm being generous. Me. So, what were we gonna say? The other comic guy gets first pick, and Gary Hodges gets second pick. Am I right? Am I doing it? Hopefully, I'm not doing it wrong. And you got to send your address to this email, marshmakesart@gmail.com. And if you feel comfortable, I mean, I'm assuming if you entered, you feel comfortable with giving me your address. But yeah, that's where you send your address so I can send you the card. So, let's see. Yes, which one do you want, comic guy? The other comic guy says Bruce Lee looks sweet, or Samson if Gary wants Bruce. Gary picks after comic guy. Gary says, I'm leaning on Chuck Norris, so you pick whichever you like best. All right, cool. So we got Chuck Norris for Gary. I'll even write your name here on the back of the plastic. It's plastic, don't worry. Oh no, never mind. I won't because it don't translate. I don't have Post-its. I mean, I have them probably somewhere, but I'm just going to remember. How about that? I'll use my memory. Let's see. So Gary gets Chuck Norris, and the other guy gets comic guy wants Bruce. Gary wants Norris. All right. Bruce it is, and Norris. Cool. So congratulations, guys. That was fun. That was fun. Really cool. Write it in pencil. Good idea, Dede. Good idea. Do I have a pencil? Oh, goodness. That doesn't work either. I'll write it on the actual card in pencil. Sorry. Hopefully you guys don't mind, but it's just pencil. You can erase it if you like. And let's see. I don't even know what your name is, the comic guy, but we'll put you. I'm just gonna put comic guy. Da-da-da. All right, fun times. Fun times. All right, so yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of what I had tonight. But I'm not, I'll chill and check out the chat here for a minute. Let's see. Dede, did you hear that? No Post-its. I'm sure there's some law that has. I have Post-its. I don't know where they might even be in this drawer right here. In fact, I think I'm not used to having this drawer here. I got these. Look at these cool labels. These little circle labels. Those are neat. I got a lot of crazy stuff in here. I got action figures that I custom painted. Have you guys ever seen one of these cassettes? I got these. I got tons of these from flea markets for like $3. I got this and like 3 of these guys. One of these days I'll actually do something with it. But I got tape loops. This is all music stuff. This isn't music stuff. I got Alternabag. Whoa, calm down, people. What else? I got rubber bands. Is this? I got. It's a good thing we have the man card here because I have pink Post-its. We have 3. So I think these 3 man cards cancel out the pink Post-its. What do you guys think? I hope so, or else I got to make more man cards. So, yeah. So I now have Post-its. I mean, I like pink. Does that make me not be a man? I like pink. I don't care. It's another color. I like all the colors. I just drew freaking unicorns. Like, guys can draw girly things. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh wait, I'm not surprised. How the hell does this guy function without post? Guys, you see, that's the thing. That's the difference, Janet. That's the difference between men and women. Men can function without post-its. Well, I mean, function is, I don't know. Maybe what we call function is different though, but maybe that's not quite functioning. I don't know. Maybe we should put more post-its in our life. I don't know. Actually, I have a guy at work and he has post-its all over his screen, like surrounding it. Like, I'm like, how do you survive with, what if I just took all those post-its? Would your life be like in shambles? Let's see. Let's see. You're welcome, sir. Congrats, guys. Some now Dede's gonna send me like a box of post-its. Every time I say I don't have something, Dede sends me them. I gotta stop saying I don't have things. Congrats, guys. That action figure is saying, "What? You are an equipped soldier? No post-its?" Oh, I like that. I like that. At least there's an action figure. An action figure cancels no post-its. Yes, yes. And you know what I don't have in that drawer? I don't have WD-40. I don't have that in my apartment, actually, which is horrible. I'm sure I must have duct tape, though. One of these days, I'm going to make a comic out of duct tape and WD-40 because WD-40 can do everything. Pink, how girly. I know. See? I'm skirting on the edge of my gender right now. You're safe. Sure. Post-its were invented in London, Canada. Bam! Oh, but who is the person? Isn't there that quote in the movie? I invented post-its. What is that from? I know it's from something. Is it from Office Space? But not without action figures. Yes. My post-its is scrap paper and magnets. Okay. Okay. Post-its, I don't need. I see that. I need a manly thing for post-its. Like post-its, I don't need post-its. I just write it on my hand, which I have done. So, what? No WD-40. Third world over in Connecticut. I might have some in the car, but it's. I moved. I didn't take the WD-40 with me. Like, I just got to buy new stuff. I mean, the only thing I ever actually apparently WD-40. Did you guys know? Janet told me this. I didn't know. WD-40 is fish oil. I didn't know that. But the only thing I've really used WD-40 for, I know you can do everything with it, but the only thing I've actually used it for was just squeaky hinges. So I don't know. Or no, like things that are like 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 gear type things that are like jamming or whatever, ratchet things that are jamming. I've used it for that too. Invented at 3M. All right. I invented post-its. My post-its bring all the notes to the yard. Yes. That needs to be a comic. Oh, Christopher, sir. You'll see this when if you go back and watch and see all the nice things I said about you. Um, but the one thing, I'm sorry to give you this, maybe it's a critique. I don't think it's a critique. I just want to see it. Maybe if you do it, because you said you've done many of these, like you're probably going to have more issues. Correct me if I'm wrong, but one thing I would have loved to have seen is like I'm assuming Hop Like a Bunny is the is the prompt, but not all of them have titles like that. It seems like a lot of them do. So maybe they all do. Maybe all are the titles the prompts that you got? Or also if not, like it would be kind of cool to have like a little bit of like an index on one of these pages that tell which one is which, you know. But then you'd have to have numbered pages too, I guess. So which you could do too. But anyways, I love this. Is a brilliant book. I enjoyed it even without knowing what the prompts were, and everybody should buy it. And the link is in the description, by the way. So if anybody wants to get that one-page comic book from Christopher Runciman, the link is in the description, and so is his YouTube link. So go subscribe to him. He's awesome. He makes awesome stuff. He has a fun channel. Manly Post-its. I nailed a plank of wood. Yes, I nailed a plank of wood to like every surface in my home so I could remember stuff. I like that. That's dope. That's funny. Love that cover. I know, right? It's really cool. So, well, that's a live stream, guys. I think we did it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I think we're about done. I'm gonna send these out. I'll use my Post-its just cause. Why not? This one's Gary's, right? I already forgot. So memory wasn't a good idea. Gary. And see, I'm using Post-its. Comic guy. All right. I am now officially part of the Post-it Club. I'm losing 2 man cards, so I don't know. This might not cancel each other out here. So yeah, everybody have a great evening. Thank you for watching. You guys all rock. This was too fun. If you didn't watch from the beginning of the show, it might be worth it to watch like the first half because I think it was a fun first half, and so was the second half. So yeah. The list of titles is on the first page. Oh, is it? Okay. So I'm a silly person. All right, cool. I will look at that later. Thanks for the fun evening, Marsh. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the friendship and awesomeness. I'm grateful for all of you guys and gals, and I had fun. I hope you did. Sounds like you did. And I guess we're done here. Have a wonderful day, everybody, or night, or whatever it is.